Hello, hello? Wait, I think I've muted the volume. Maybe I have it now. Hello, happy, Friday! Begin! Never is the end, is never is the end, never is the end. Click the
This
skip.
is the story of a man named Stanley.
Stanley!
Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427.
Wow, we have an office.
Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day, every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came.
I could work a monotonous
They
job.
had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy.
And that's all that matters. Yeah, let me turn that bad boy down.
And then one day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened. This complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
Or maybe I lowered the sound settings instead. Let's keep the narrator loud, just turn the mute. Oh. Huh. And this, yeah. Yeah, I like when games do that. I think the narrator, just there we go. Begin the game again. No. This is my office. I'm employee number 427. I hate Mondays. No, I actually quite like Mondays. I always do Mondays as my leaving my goblin cave day. That is a lot of files. What happens if I don't leave the office? Hi, Tyus. Happy Friday. Hello, hello. Hope you're doing well today. Can I sit back down on my keyboard? No, I can't. Okay. Hello. I'm very low down. Like, the handle's only right. Am I very, very small? Thank you for the like, Tyus. Have a wonderful day today. The handle is so close to my face.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
I hate Mondays again.
No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
They under the table? Oh, nice retro phone. Who farted? Who farted? So Stanley's a pretty big wig, huh? Because he has his own office. Oh. I can't get back in. Can I, while no one's looking, can I not photocopy my ass? I like work. I just hate my boss. Oh, that's mean. Okay.
Stanley went around touching every little thing in the office.
It's true,
but
I
it didn't
did.
make a single difference, nor did it advance the story in any way.
Alright, there's no reason to call me out. Oh, what a beautiful view. Oh my god, it hurts. The lights are off in my room. Okay. Oh, this person has something. Oh. I think I turned it off. Oh. Wait. I think I'm pressing those buttons. Congrats, Fenty! can imagine a pair of eyes staring at a screeny room because absolutely nothing is visible in a pitch black room. Exactly. Oh. Oh, yeah, I see how I turn the off button. Oh my god, what does that... Is that Cup swearing? In my stream? Be my Valentine? Who farted again? The popular mug around here. Guessing there's a lot of tutors. Not in work. Gosh. So, again, I've never worked in an office, but I imagine this to be exactly what an office looks like. Exactly. I hate Mondays. A zoomed in photo of a plant. A ladder to get to my desk. Hi, Panda! Just what you need to be on a Friday to be back in the office? Heck yeah! And you never leave the office. The office follows you home. Sales this quarter. Oh my god, what's the pic? Can I zoom? I wish I need to zoom in. This does not make sense. Where are we going?
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Who's left? My left or their left? Their left or my left? Is that... If you make a R with your hand. This is right. So my left, my left. Okay. Oh no, I want to break the rules. Damn. Kind of scary office to be locking all the doors behind you. Oh, the light.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Do not alter without consulting whiteboard manager. BT group floor. BT what day? Weekly target admin, marketing days, termination Tuesdays. Termination Tuesdays? Does that mean every Tuesday people get fired? I mean, what else are you supposed to draw on a whiteboard, eh? Office party! That's after everyone gets fired. Where does he want me to go? Someone's office. Get Chris out of the broom closet. Why is Chris in the broom closet? Hire someone to synergize papers. Papers are too synergized. Hey, nice. Fire paper guy. Hire somebody to fire the paper guy synergizing money. That's why they're not making money. Hi, Zema. Welcome in, welcome in. Happy Friday. Oh. The Boss Appreciation Minute. On your Boss Appreciation Minute worksheet, circle the top 20 things you love the most about your boss. Fill in triple... Oh. Solving interpersonal conflict. If you ever find yourself in a conflict with another diligent employee like yourself, but more inclined towards conflict unless you're kind of person who... What are your dreams for the future? Mitosis, a boat, pollution, less air, comatose. Wait, what? What is hot? The sun. A lot of percentage. What is this game? I'm actually not too sure. But I'm Stanley and no one is in my office currently and I'm scared and confused. Let it ball you up inside, take out passive aggressively. Oh, you absolutely take it out passive aggressively. That's how I deal with all of my life problems. Passive aggressive. Is it a horror game? No. I googled, is Stanley Parable a horror game? And Google said no.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Why did I just go down to hell? Hi, Mugen. Yeah, Stanley, that's me. That's my full name.
But Stanley just couldn't do it. He considered the possibility of facing his boss. Admitting he had left his post during work hours, he might be fired for that. And in such a competitive economy, why had he taken that risk?
Wait,
All
I kind of love this.
because he believed everyone had vanished. His boss would think he was crazy. And then something occurred to Stanley. Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I am crazy.
Maybe I am
All of my
crazy.
co-workers blinking mysteriously out of existence in a single moment for
Maybe
no
we're
reason at
all
all.
crazy.
None of it made any logical sense. And as
Oh, I wish I
Stanley
could zoom in
pondered
more.
this, he began to make other strange
Thank you for the leg,
observations.
Venti.
For example, why couldn't he see his feet?
Oh my God,
when
where
he
are my
looked
feet?
Down? Why did doors close automatically behind him wherever he went? And for that matter, these rooms were starting to look pretty familiar. Were they simply
Hi,
repeating?
Viddies.
No, Stanley said to himself, this is all too strange.
Man,
this can't
Stanley
be
can
real.
chat.
And at last, he came to the conclusion that had been on the tip of his tongue. He just hadn't found the words for it.
Time to photocopy our ass again.
Dreaming!
Oh.
He yelled. This is all a dream. Oh, what a relief Stanley felt to have finally found an answer, an explanation. His co-workers weren't actually gone.
We're dreaming.
He wasn't going to lose his job. He wasn't crazy after all.
12B4.
And he thought to himself, I suppose I'll wake up soon. I'll have to go back to my boring real-life job pushing buttons. I may as
who
well
did that?
enjoy this while I'm still lucid. So, he imagined himself flying and began to gently float above the ground.
Oh.
Then he imagined himself soaring through space on a magical star field, and it too appeared. It was so much fun, and Stanley marveled that he had still not woken up. How was he remaining so lucid? And then perhaps
get
the
home safe,
strangest
fool.
question of them all entered Stanley's head. One he was amazed he hadn't asked himself sooner. Why is there a voice in my head dictating everything that I'm
Stanley
doing
boy, I
and
ask myself
thinking?
that every single day.
Now the voice was describing itself being considered by Stanley, who found it particularly strange. I'm dreaming about a voice describing me, thinking about how it's describing my
Coffee
thoughts,
nut.
he thought. And while he thought it all very odd and wondered if this voice spoke to all people in their dreams, the truth
Give me a
was that,
drink.
of course, this was not a dream. How could it be? Was Stanley simply deceiving himself? Believing that if he's asleep, he doesn't have to take responsibility for himself? Stanley is as awake right now as he's ever been in his life. Now, hearing the voice speak these words was quite a shock to Stanley. After all, he knew for certain beyond a doubt that this was in fact a dream. Did the voice not see him float and make the magical stars just a moment ago? How else would the voice explain all that? This voice was a part of himself too, surely, if he could just...
Yeah.
He would prove it. He would prove that he was in control, that this was a dream.
I'm glad to hear that.
So he closed his eyes gently, and he invited himself to wake up. He felt the cool weight of the blanket on his skin, the press of the mattress on his back, the fresh air of a world outside this one.
I've never seen the fresh air.
Let me wake up, he thought to himself.
Did I finish
I'm
the game?
through with this dream. I wish it to be over. Let me go back to my job. Let me continue pushing the buttons. Please, it's all I want. I want my apartment, and my wife, and my job.
I have a wife?
All I want is my life exactly
she
the
hot?
way it's always been. My life is normal. I am normal. Everything will be fine. I am okay.
But I feel kind of sad hearing that last I am okay. Oh, I'm here still.
Stanley began screaming.
Ah!
Please, someone, wake me up. My name is Stanley. I have a boss. I have an office. I am real. Please, just someone tell me I am real. I must be real. I must be. Can anyone hear my voice? Who am I? Who am I? And everything went black.
The end.
This is the story of a woman named Mariella.
Wait, what?
Mariella woke up on a day like any other. She arose, got dressed, gathered her belongings, and walked to her place of work.
Wait, what?
But on this particular day, her walk was interrupted by the body of a man who had stumbled through town talking and screaming to himself, and then collapsed dead on the sidewalk. And
Am I
although she
dead?
would soon
But I
turn
have
to
a
go
wife.
call for an ambulance, for just a few
She's
brief
hot.
moments, she considered the strange man. He was obviously crazy. This much she knew. Everyone knows what crazy people look like. And in that moment, she thought to herself how lucky she was to be normal. I am sane. I am in control of my
Yeah, that's what every
mind.
normal person says.
I know what
Did
is
I do the
real
bad ending?
and what isn't.
I feel like I just
It
bad
was
ended
comforting
because
to
I
think
am
this,
dead.
And in a certain way, seeing this man made her feel better. But then she remembered the meeting she had scheduled for that day.
I simply did A ending? That's concerning.
Whose impressions of her would affect her career, and by extension, the rest of her life.
Welcome in. Thank you for the sub. 28
So it was
bucks.
only a moment that she stood there, staring down at the body.
If you'll excuse me,
And
I've
then
died.
She turned and ran.
The end is the never, is the end is the never, is the end is the never, the end is the never, the end is the never, the end is the
All
never.
of his co-workers were gone.
Oh my god!
What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had
This time
simply
I
missed a
won't go
memo.
to the meeting room. Because the meeting room led to a bad end.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Make an R with your hand.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
I do. Are there good endings? I like to think so. You still sleepy, Zama? Fall asleep. Fall asleep. Hi, Kama. Welcome in. Happy Friday.
Ah, yes, truly
Oh
a
my
room
God.
worth admiring. It had really been worth the detour after all, just to spend a few moments here in this immaculate, beautifully constructed room.
If this was
Stanley
my
simply
staff
stood
room, I
here,
would quit.
drinking it all in.
I dad?
Yes, really, really worth it being here in the room.
I
A
love
room
mom.
so utterly captivating that even though all your co-workers have mysteriously vanished, here you sit looking at these chairs and some paintings.
Fuel? Okay, I
Really
thought it
worth
was just saying F-U, and I was like, what could F-U possibly mean? Keep dry.
But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left. Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
You can't fire me. I don't have a job. Oh, this is kind of cool. Ooh, do not jump. Oh my god, I'm gonna jump. Can we jump? No. Let me find out. Do not jump from the cargo lift while it's in motion.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off, but in his eagerness to prove that he is in control of the story and no one gets to tell him what to do, Stanley leapt from the platform and plunged to his death. Good job, Stanley. Everyone thinks you are very
Good
powerful.
job! I'm the best at instructions! Oh my god, it's all the way back here. Right, well...
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Okay, we're gonna break the rules again,
When
because
Stanley
we're a rule
came to a
breaker,
set of
but
2
we're
open
not
doors,
gonna
this
jump
was
off the
not
edge.
the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Yep, we admire
Wow.
it. It's awful.
Yes, this room.
Kind of made me want to blow my brains
but
out.
eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
That door doesn't look interesting.
Stanley was so bad at following
Okay.
directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Okay,
Look, Stanley, I think
I know
perhaps
it's
we've
tempting,
gotten off on
but I
the
won't
wrong
jump again.
foot here.
Ooh.
I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust
It kinda-
in
that's
someone
kinda
else can be
something what my
difficult,
enemy would
but
say,
the fact
right?
is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time.
The
There's
game is named
someone
after
you've been
me.
neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. Please, stop trying to make every decision by yourself. Now, I'm not asking for me, I'm asking for her.
Who is she?
This is it, Stanley. Your chance to redeem yourself.
Uh-huh.
To put your work aside. To let her back into your life. She's been waiting.
My lady? Oh, wait, that looks like the other room I was in. I'm on B4. I think that's his. Well, that doesn't look like a good ending.
That's her, Stanley.
All right.
You need to be the one to do this, to reach out to her. If you can truly place your faith in another, then... Oh, no, you can't... Did you just unplug the phone? That wasn't supposed to be a choice. How did you do that? You actually chose incorrectly? I didn't even know that was possible. Let me double check. No, it's definitely here, clear as day. Stanley picks up the phone. He's taken to his apartment.
I'm very
where he finds
welcome.
his
Thank you
wife,
so much for
and the two
asking. I'm
pledge
sorry I
themselves
missed
to
that.
one another. Music comes
I
in.
hope you're doing
fade
well
to
today.
white, roll credits. Not picking up the phone is actually somehow an incorrect course of action. How is that even possible?
Oh, so did I just miss an ending?
None of these decisions were supposed to mean anything. I don't understand. How on earth are you making meaningful choices? What did you... Wait a second. Did I just see... No, that's not possible. I can't believe it.
I plug it
How
back
had I
in?
not noticed it sooner?
No.
You're
Yeah,
not
rules are
Stanley.
meant to be broken.
You're a real person. I can't believe I was so mistaken. This is why you've been able to make correct and incorrect choices. And to think I've been letting you run around in this game for so long.
The narrator
if you've
sounds
made
mad.
any more wrong choices, you might have negated it entirely. It's as though you completely ignored even the most basic safety protocol for real-world decision-making.
I know,
Or did
he's
you not
acting like I
grasp
just
the
purposely dropped his
severity of the
biscuit in his tea.
situation? Well, I won't have that kind of risk on my watch. I'm going to stop the game for a moment so we can educate you properly on safe decision-making in the real world.
No, thank
Please
you.
observe this helpful instructional video.
Choice. It's the best part of being a real person. But if used incorrectly, can also be the most dangerous. For example, in this
You don't
scenario,
tell me what to do.
a hypothetical real person named Rupert has a
I
choice.
told myself what to do.
He could invent a machine that eliminates food shortages across the world to make life better for all people.
How'd that work?
Or he could spend years of hard work forgetting how to read. Which choice would you make? Remember that unlike here, the real world makes sense, and at no time should you make a choice that does not conform to rational logic.
Whoa.
If you find yourself speaking with
Ish.
a person who does not make sense, in all likelihood, that person is not real.
I'm gonna
Allow
report them
the
to the
person
police.
to finish their thought, then provide an excuse why you cannot continue talking. Turn to a partner and practice saying, "My goodness, is it 4:30? I'm supposed to be having a back sack and crack."
I
Excellent.
don't think you should tell your
Making
coworkers
choices
you're
on a
having a
regular
back
basis
sack and
is the
crack.
best part to a healthy decision-making process. Most medical professionals recommend making at least 8 choices per day. Do you make more than 8? Less? And finally, if you begin
I don't
to
think I
wonder
make
if
many
your
choices
choices
a
are
day.
actually meaningful and whether you'll ever make
There
a
are a lot of
significant
people that are not
contribution
real.
to
I
the
agree.
world, just remember that in the vast infiniteness of space, your thoughts and problems are materially insignificant, and the feeling should subside. At this time, your instructor will guide you in an exercise to test and reinforce the
This is
material
really good for
covered
those
in
with
this
the
video.
existential crises. Hi, Jay.
Welcome back. You may have
see what
noticed
was said?
that this room has begun to deteriorate as a result of narrative contradiction. But not to worry. Now that you're properly informed on good decision-making, we're going to revisit a choice you made just a few minutes ago and see what the correct thing to do would have been. This way, please.
Okay. Wait, is it making me go all the way back?
Now that we know your choices are meaningful, we can't have
Wait,
you
I
jumping
can't
off the
jump
platform
anymore.
and dying. Imagine the main character dying senselessly halfway through the story.
Been there,
that
bro.
story would make no sense at all.
No,
We
it
just
actually
need to
hurt
get you
me
home
in every
as
way.
soon as possible before the narrative contradiction
Yeah,
gets any
let
worse.
me in the cage.
Unfortunately, it seems this place is not well equipped to deal with reality.
Oh my god, that cat! I know who that cat is. Oh, I can't go in this door now. Okay. Am I gonna go out of the right door and it's gonna force me into the left? I think so.
Almost there. You'll take the door on the left, back to the correct ending, the story will have resolution once again, and you'll be home free in the real world.
Wow, the real world.
Now remember, all you need to do is behave exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first.
Yeah, I
I'm
have
quite
backseating
sure you'll
on,
be
but
up
not
to
like
the
this,
task.
narrator.
Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. No! Why did you do that? Quickly, hurry back in the other direction. Perhaps we're not too late.
Okay. Okay. Knowing your lefts and rights are hard. And I don't act.
It's ruined. I can't believe, after everything we talked about, that my story, you've destroyed my work. Why? For what? What did you get out of that? What did you think was so special about seeing the game undone, left here like so much garbage? It's worthless now. And what am I supposed to do? Even if there were a way to continue, would it be worth it? To know that my story is now incorrect? How can I go back to that? I can't erase that
everywhere.
knowledge. I'll have to live with it forever, reliving its impossibility forever. I couldn't live that way. Is it better to shut the game down entirely? To willingly destroy all of my work? I don't know. What's the answer? What do I do? What do I do? What do I... No, I have to. I have to shut the game down. I have to. I have to.
Here comes the horror aspect.
Oh, I'm here. I'm still here. Here in this pile of rubbish. With you. You. Who thought you were so clever.
I regret my choices. I wish to go see my
My
boss.
entire game is destroyed. It was the only thing in the world that was mine, and you've run it into the ground. What, did you think that would be funny?
Yes.
You just had to see?
Yes.
Didn't I impress upon you how important it was to be like Stanley?
No.
He actually knows how to do what I tell him to. He understands that if I say to do something, there's a damn good reason for it.
But
That thought hadn't even occurred to you, had it?
no.
That there's a world outside of you?
No.
You're a child.
Yes.
Oh, my story. If you
This
just
is
gone
nice.
through the
I live
door
in
on
a
the
rough
left,
part
you
in
would have
England.
seen
I
it.
never
There
get to
was a
hear
whole
accents like this.
underground facility. You would have destroyed it and been victorious. It would
Wait,
have been
what?
so perfect. I worked so hard on it. I
Spoilers.
tried so hard to make behave exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and always
Okay,
putting the
I
story
understand,
first.
Mr. Narrator.
I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task.
I understand,
Just follow
Mr.
my leading,
Narrator.
you'll be fine. All right. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Yes, good night, Zema. Sleep tight. Okay, open the door on my left. I get into my boardroom.
Yet there was not a single person
Tips for not
here
getting
either.
fired. Talk less. Do
Feeling a
unbelievably
wave of
amazing
disbelief,
work all the
Stanley
time.
decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Okay. Ooh. I want to go in the broom closet. Look at it. Was that there last time? It wasn't? Aww. Oh, can you hear the little keyboard tapping? It's a fan favorite, the broom closet? How do I get in the broom closet? Let me in! The broom closet deems me unworthy. Oh.
Coming
Unworthy
to
to...
a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
That's interesting. I mean, I wasn't gonna walk down this time because down was scary, but not the flashbang. Oh. This doorknob is like neck level. If I was a boss, this is the office I want. FYI. But, I want, like, cabinets and cabinets filled with bunny girl figures. I only have one bunny girl figure, and that's disgusting. The beige pages. It's not the yellow book, it's the beige pages. Ooh.
Stepping inside his manager's office,
Business
Stanley was
strategy.
once again
Is
stunned
that a
to
gun to a
discover
panda?
not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who
do
orchestrated
what must be
this,
done.
until he saw the door with a voice receiver next to it. Surely behind this door lay all the answers to his
receiver?
questions. And beyond all probability, he knew the passcode. He had seen it on his boss's computer just last week. Night Shark 115. Was this the code to open the door? Would it still work? There was only one way to find out. Stanley had been trained never to speak up, but now he would draw from within himself the courage to face the unknown. He drew a sharp breath and then spoke the code.
Night Shark 144? I did my best.
Stanley spoke the code. Night Shark 115. He spoke it into the receiver, right there on the wall.
I did! Night Shark 115.
I'm sorry, is there a problem? You didn't mishear me, did you?
No, I'm
Please
doing it!
speak the code into the receiver. Otherwise, we can't get on with the story. This is a crucial step.
I'm doing it! Night Shark 115.
Okay, fine, you're not going to do it, but you know what? It's pretty humiliating to bring you this far, only for you to suddenly decide you have better things to do. I asked you for this one single thing, for your respect.
Not my fault you're not listening to me.
The kind of respect Stanley shows for his choices. He knows what it means to take a story seriously.
Yes, I did hear
If
that
you
about
didn't want to
pandas,
see what I had
but
to show you,
apparently-
then why did you come here? You had a choice, you
Not for
know.
long.
You could have gone through the door on the right. You could have done whatever the hell you wanted over there. Why did you come
Jeez.
this way? Speak. Say something to me. Explain yourself, you coward. You... When Stanley came to a set of two open doors,
What's happening?
The door on his left. Stanley? Hello?
Oh, that's my face.
Is everything okay? Stanley, please.
My nose is
I
big.
need you to make a choice. I need you to walk through the door. Are you listening to me? Can you hear me? Is everything all right? Stanley, this is important. The story needs you. It needs you to make a decision. It cannot exist without you. Do you understand me? Whatever choice you make is just fine. They're both correct. You cannot be wrong here. We can work together. I'll accept whatever you do. I simply need you to take that step forward, please. Choose. Do something.
Do something, Stanley. Anything. The British man is very upset. How will he enjoy his
I
tea?
need this. The story needs it. So, you hear me? Are you there? Are you listening to this? Stanley, are you
Papa,
there?
can you hear me?
Okay.
Papa, are you there?
Okay, I can wait. You need time to decide. Time to make sure your choice is correct. That is the best choice.
Sorry, Leroy. Who's Leroy?
I'll wait for you to decide what's the right thing to do. Take as much time as you need.
I... Never is the end, is the never is the end, is the...
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley
Okay.
decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Right, do I go right or left?
When Stanley came to a set of two open doors,
If
he
I
entered
go
the door on
right,
his left.
I can go... What? If I go left, I can go straight up to the boss's room and not go to the car park of doom. If I go the other direction, I can take the correct turning rather than jumping off the little bridge. And I'd like to see what was in that turning. I'd also like to see the broom closet. No, we'll do this one.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well.
He did know
Perhaps
it.
he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
The catwalk and the door to the right.
lounge was sublime, a work of
Catwalk,
art.
catwalk.
What was it about this room that called so deep. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
I did the thing across there. Was there another direction I could have gone? Can I walk off the thing and go to that side over? Ooh. That looks like a locked door. I'll do it next time.
And so he detoured through the maintenance section, walked straight ahead to the opposite door, and got back on track.
Back on track. Oh! I didn't think it'd actually go down. Ah!
But Stanley didn't want to go back to the office. He wanted to wander about and get even further off track. So now in order to get back, he needed to go, from here, it's, left.
Left. Okay, no other door opened. Okay. Okay.
Oh, no. No, it's to the right. My mistake.
You little shit.
No, not the right. Why would I have ever said it was to the right? What was I thinking? It's clearly... Oh, dear, would you hold on for a minute, please?
I hope this narrator got paid well.
Now, let's see. We went down, right, left, down,
left,
right.
right.
Yep, okay,
Backflip.
yes. I've got it now. This story is absolutely, definitely this way.
It looks like a dead end. Oh no. Sugar nuggets. Oh no, not the basement again. Oh no. Is this where you go to die if you work in an office? Wyatt?
No. This isn't right at all. You're not supposed to be here yet. This is all a spoiler. Quick, Stanley, close your eyes. Okay. We just
Who's
have to get
fired?
back to,
Is that
who
me?
am I kidding? It's all
No,
rubbish
that's 102.
now.
No, it's
The whole
104. It's
story
102.
completely unusable. How about, rather than waste my time trying to salvage this nonsense, we'll just restart the game from the beginning.
Okay.
And this time, suppose we don't wander so far off
The
track.
narrator is you. Look for an actual
Okay,
correct guide
from
online
the
to back
top.
to you before you do some choice that kills you and sets you back 500 loading screens ago.
All of his co-workers were gone.
And we
What
know
could it
that's
mean?
the
Stanley
likely
decided to
way
go
the
to the
story is
meeting
going
room.
to go.
Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Okay.
When Stanley... Wait, what? No, I restarted. I swear, I definitely restarted the game over, completely fresh. Everything should be... Oh, did something change? Stanley, did you change anything when we were back in that room with all the monitors?
No.
Did you move the story somewhere or...
No.
Hold on. Why am I asking you? I'm the one who wrote the story.
Yeah, you
It was right
dumbass.
here
I
just a
mean,
minute ago. I know for sure that it's here somewhere. Okay, then. It's an adventure. Come, Stanley. Let's find the story.
let's find the story. Okay, that way. Wait. Oh, son of a sausage nugget. What did I do? I lost the story. Yeah, I thought that looked like the same. Boom. Okay. No. I can do this. I can.
I'll say it. This is the worst adventure I've ever been on. I can promise you there definitely was a story here before.
Can you just
Do
have
we
some confidence in
Do
me,
we need to
please?
restart the game again?
No, have a
Well, I find it
confidence. I can
unlikely
do
that we'll
this.
ever progress by starting over and over again.
I think I just
It's
ran in
gotta
a
be better
circle.
than this.
I can do
Okay,
this.
let's give it a shot. Why not?
Ah! Could have done it.
All of his co-workers were gone.
Yeah.
What
All
could
his
it
co-workers
mean?
are gone. Bloody blah. They
Stanley
got eaten.
decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. Okay, yep, it's worse. I might be remembering this wrong. It's possible the story is back where we just came from. Why don't we go back the other direction and see if we missed anything.
Okay. Did I miss something? Surname access. Hello? Is it me you're looking for? Let's go back into my office.
Aha! I knew we'd miss something. The story.
The light bulbs?
Here it comes. No, wait. Never mind. Not the story. Okay, let's head back the other way and retrace our steps.
You can't jump? No, seriously, we disabled it. Got your first achievement. Sugar nuggets.
Now this... Well, I'll be honest. I don't recognize this place at all. Is this the story? I don't think so.
I don't think so
can't quite
either.
recall, but I believe my story took place in an office building. Is that correct? Do you remember, Stanley? Well, do you know what? Since I've completely forgotten what we were supposed to be doing, how about this? You win! Congratulations!
I win!
I know you put in a lot of hard work, and it really paid off. So, good job.
Thank you, thank you.
Oh, no. No, I don't feel right about this at all. We both know you didn't put in any actual work for that win.
Excuse
Some
me?
people win fair and square, and this was not one of those situations.
I won fair and square.
Okay, I'm getting weirded out by whatever this place is. I don't care what
You know how many
might happen this
decisions I
time.
had to make?
I have to restart.
Okay.
All right, I've got a solution. This time, to make sure we don't get lost, I've employed the help of the Stanley Parable Adventure Line. Just follow the line. How simple is that?
What about if I've tried clicking on it 900 times? Will I break it that way? That's a shame. Ooh. Wait, we haven't gone... Ooh. No. I really want to... Follow the yellow line. Follow the yellow brick road. I want to play. 4B6? What mad person organizes their rooms like this? Oh, hey, I can still go backwards anytime. That's interesting. The doors aren't closing.
You see? The line knows where the story is. It's over in this direction. Onward, Stanley, to destiny.
To destiny!
Who'd have thought? Wouldn't wherever we end up be our destination, even if there's no story there? Or to put it another way, is the story of no destination still a story? Simply by the act of moving forward, are we implying a journey such that a destination is inevitably conjured into being
Follow the
via
yellow
the
line.
very manifestation of the nature
Follow
of
the
life
yellow
itself?
line.
Okay, Stanley, I need to follow this train of thought for a minute. Just stick with me.
I will.
Now, we can both agree that the nature of existence is in fact a byproduct of one's subjective experience of that existence, right? Okay. Now, if my experience of your existence rests inside of your subjective experience of this office, is this office in fact the skeleton of my own relative experiential mental subjective construct?
Yes.
Whoa. Hang on. That got a bit weird back there.
Oh.
Well, I'd like to apologize. Not sure where I was going with all that.
The lines are getting very jaggedy.
What we need right now is a bit of music to lighten the mood.
Consolidation reports, departmental accounts, personnel files, budget analysis. Financial records, corporate management. Wait. Wait, what? Wait, what? Wait, what?
Wait, cut the music. Go back and look at that fern. Stanley, this fern will be very important later
Okay,
in
I
the
won't
story.
look.
Make sure you study it closely and remember it carefully. You won't want to miss anything.
No, now I need to know. What's so interesting about the fern? How long do I stand here for? Okay, I think I've memorized it. I missed the music. I want to go down the magic corridor. Wait, where'd the magic corridor go? Where'd the magic corridor go? Damn. Hi, Ava. Welcome in, welcome in. Happy Friday. I'm Stanley.
Wait, what? We're back at the office? No.
No.
Line, you do know we're looking for the Stanley Parable,
no,
right?
no,
The story? Is any of this ringing a bell?
No. Oh, shit. Well. Is that the way I went last time? I came out of here. I feel like this is where I went last time. Yeah. I am. I'm Stanley today. And I'm lost in my office. Hello,
Still
Miss...
missing the doors. Did we make a mistake following the line? Perhaps we could have found the story on our own.
I am your favorite gypsy VTuber, but what if I told her I wasn't a gypsy? So this is still the right way? Oh! Ah!
Oh, no, not again. Line, how could you have done this to us? And after we trusted you, after everything we've been through...
Oh, it's 104 that's been
I
fired,
can't
yeah.
take this anymore, to hell with it. Restart.
Oh. I probably would loop it back again, right? Right, so I'm 427. I need to find where the 427 screen is. What do you mean there's a yellow line?
You know what, Stanley? I say forget the adventure line. What's it ever done for us? We're intelligent people, right? Why can't we make up our own story?
You would
Something
think so.
exciting, daring,
Thanks for the follow,
mysterious.
Mr. Slimy Ben.
This all sounds perfectly doable.
I hope
Why
you're
don't
not
we
too
simply
slimy.
start wandering in, well, I don't know. How about this direction?
Ooh. Ooh. New direction unlocked.
Now, yes, this is exciting.
Exciting.
Just me and Stanley forging a new path, a new story. Well, it could be anything. What do you want our story to be? Go wild. Use your imagination. Whatever it might be, Stanley, I'm ready for it.
Ooh. I went around in circles, but then the circle stopped circling.
Oh, no, not you again. Stanley, I'd also like to veto the line from having any role in our awesome new story.
Me too,
no
narrator.
lines or monitor rooms. Just don't acknowledge it, and we should be fine.
Yeah, I won't even look at it. There we go.
Ah, a choice.
Okay.
We get to make a decision.
Okay.
From here, the story is in our control.
Okay.
How important we mustn't squander the opportunity. In fact, I believe I need a minute to think here.
I
Just
don't need
walk in
minutes to think.
circles for a minute. Okay. So
Slimy,
know
you
that
can't just
each
ask
door
people,
has to
are they
lead
gay?
somewhere, which means that somewhere, the place where we're trying to go, there must be a reverse door that leads here. And that in turn means that our destination
Whoa.
corresponds with the counter-inverted reverse door's origin. So starting from the right, let us ask, will taking the right door lead us to where we're going? And since the answer is clearly yes, then by all accounts, the door on the right is the correct one. Another victory for logic. Come, Stanley, our destiny awaits.
Destiny. Oh, okay. I was standing by the right door. You've been playing the confusion ending for 17 minutes and 34 minutes?
Oh, hold up, what's this? The confusion ending. You're telling me
Deviate from the maintenance room, end up in Mon's room. Now to first restart. Discover two doors.
And we're supposed to restart the game, what, eight times? That's really how all this
Now
goes?
it forgets the previous restarts.
It's all determined?
Narrator is gone.
So now, according to the schedule,
Stanley
I restart
dies?
again. Then what? Am I just supposed to forget? Well, what if I don't want to forget? My mind goes
Find a
blank
bookstore?
simply because it's written here on this thing, wall. Well, who consulted me? Why don't I get to decide? Why don't I get a say in all of this? Is it really? No, it can't be. I don't want it to be.
I don't know what that means.
I don't want the game to keep restarting. I don't want to forget what's going on.
Oh,
I don't
hey,
want to
look
be
at this.
trapped like this. I won't restart the game. I won't do it. I
He's
won't
gonna restart
do
it.
I won't do
Thanks
it.
for the follow, Dion.
And the timer stopped?
When I loaded up the
Does that
game, it did
mean
ask me
we
what
do
time it currently
Did we
is.
break the cycle?
So that's going to be
The,
interesting if it
whatever
knows
it is that
the
made
time
this
and
schedule.
stuff.
How would we even know? Will someone come for us? Will something happen? So, okay. I guess now we just wait. You know, I suppose in some way that this is a kind of
sit down?
story. Wouldn't you agree? I'm not quite sure if we're in the destination or the journey, though they're always saying that life is about the journey and not the destination. So I hope that's where we are right now. We'll find out, won't we? Eventually. Well, in the meantime, if you...
Oh god, that was a horrible sound. Please don't do that sound again, game. Is anything here changing? That's what I'm also most interested in. No, we still hate Mondays and we still have lots of paperwork unanswered. Yeah.
Oh, please. Are you really just doing this for the achievement? Click a door 5 times. Is that all that you think an achievement is worth? No. I can't just give these merits away for
Give it
such
to
little
me.
effort. A measly 5 clicks. Now suppose
Give it to me.
you were to click the door 20 times. I would say that's the kind of effort that warrants recognition. I have to say,
How
I'm
many
still
times
not
do I have to
feeling
click
the
this door?
satisfaction of witnessing true effort for a noble cause. Perhaps 50 clicks will do it. Yes, almost certainly 50
He
clicks.
thinks I'm not gonna do it. But I've been training for this my entire PC life.
No, I'm still not feeling it. I want
Actually, I'm
this
getting
achievement
tired.
to have meant something. It has to be a true reward for valiant effort. I want to see some hustle, Stanley. I want to see commitment, a willingness to go all the way, no matter what the cost. Why don't you go put 20 clicks into door number 417?
Oh.
But Stanley simply couldn't handle the pressure. What if he had to make a decision? What if a crucial outcome fell under his responsibility? He had never been trained for that.
I'm 427, not 417.
This couldn't go any way except badly. The thing to do now, Stanley thought to himself, is to wait. Nothing will hurt me. Nothing will break me. In here I can be happy
Forever.
forever. I will be happy. Stanley waited. Hours passed, then days.
Days.
Had years gone by?
Years.
He no longer had the ability to tell.
Nanda.
But the one thing he knew for sure, beyond any doubt, was that if he waited long enough, the answers would come. Eventually, someday, they would arrive. Soon,
Who would arrive?
very soon now,
My
this
hot
will
wife?
end. He will be spoken to. He will
Yeah, I'll
be
be
told what to do.
I'll
Now it's
smack
just
that
a
door
little
around
bit
again.
Closer. Now it's even closer. Here it comes.
Oh. Alright, let me just stretch my finger. Yeah. Okay. Are you ready for me, door 430?
Just a step through this door, Stanley thought to himself. That's all I need. If I can make it through this... Oh, please. Are you really just doing this for the achievement? Click a door 5 times. Is that all that you think an achievement is worth?
Yes.
No. I can't just give these merits away for such little effort. A measly 5 clicks.
Okay, I
Now,
don't know
suppose you were to
where
click the
door
door 20 times.
417 is.
I would say that's the kind of effort that warrants recognition. I have to say, I'm still not feeling the satisfaction of witnessing true effort for a noble cause. Perhaps 50 clicks will do it. Yes, almost certainly 50 clicks.
Wish I had one of those things to make clicking faster. You know, those pre-clickers.
No, I'm
Clickety
still
click
not
click.
feeling it. I want this achievement to have meant something. It has to be a true reward for valiant effort. I want to see some hustle, Stanley.
Hustle,
I want to see
Stanley.
commitment, a willingness to go all the
Commitment.
way, no matter what the cost. Why don't you go put 20 clicks into door number 417?
417. 417. Wait, this is 427, 428, 429, 430, 437. 417, 417, 417, 417. 417, 417, 417, 4 Hey, 420 blaze it. No. 417, 417, 417. 417, 417, 417. And then we hydrate while I click aggressively.
Oh, great. Now, go click a few times on door 437.
Okay. 437, 437, 437, 437, 437, 437, 437.
Excellent. I think we're getting somewhere. Now, door 415. Let's give it 10 clicks or so.
415. I need to sneeze. 415, 415, 415, 415, 415. 41, 41, 41, 41, 41, 415, 415, 415, 415, 415, 415, 16? Ah!
Now, back to door number 437.
Who does he think I am that he can boss around this much? Did he say 437?
Let's see. How about you click on, well, I don't know, the copy machine?
Yeah, with my butt.
All right, back to room 417. I'm really feeling it now. I think we're getting somewhere.
I think he's lying. I think he's playing me like a fiddle.
Okay, now go climb on employee 419's desk.
But I can't jump. Oh, but I wouldn't.
Yes!
Oh.
This is great! You're putting it all on the line, Stanley. I like that.
Woo.
All right, let's keep it up. Go give me a few clicks on door 416.
Yeah, 416. 416. 416. 416.
We've almost got it!
Almost
now the
got
copy
it.
machine, do that one again!
Yeah, slam our butt against the copy machine. Where'd the copy machine go? Oh, it's the other room. Time to photocopy our ass.
Finish it off, Stanley!
Finish it
5 clicks on door 430!
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yes! We did it! Oh, wow. That felt amazing.
We did it.
Oh, you really earned it, Stanley. Nothing could hold you back. Yes, I'm very proud of how far
Thank
we've
you.
come today.
Thank
Just
you.
think, only a few minutes ago, you believed an achievement was worth 5 little clicks.
No, we
Really
worked for it.
What were
We
you
earned it.
thinking? When Stanley came to a set of
Okay.
2 open doors,
Okay.
he entered the door on his left.
Okay, see, it's the main question. Do we go right or do we go left? If I go right, I can go to the staff room thingy, and then I can go left, and then I can not go on the elevator and go round. That might be good. Or if I go the other direction, left, I can go straight up to the boss's room. And not upset him. Yeah, Twitch. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo, catch a piggy by its toe. If it cries, let it go. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo.
Yet there was not a single person here
Smashed it.
either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office. Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here, so he turned around and got back on track. There was nothing here. No choice to make, no path to follow. Just an empty broom closet. No reason to still be here.
No, you can get up to all kind of jinky janks in the broom closet.
It
Also,
was
I've heard.
baffling that Stanley was still just sitting in the broom closet. He wasn't even doing anything.
I'm doing
At least
stuff.
If there was something to interact with, he'd be justified in some way.
I
As
could be
it
doing
is,
some
he's
hanky-panky.
literally just standing there doing sweet FA.
Now this is gaming. Hello.
Are you really still in the broom closet?
Yes.
Standing around doing nothing? Why? Please offer me some
45
explanation here.
streak!
I'm
Thanks for
genuinely
streaking me.
confused.
That's more days than there are in the month.
You do realize
Can I
there's
sweep?
no choice or anything in here, right? If I'd said Stanley walked past the broom closet, at least you would have had a reason for exploring it to find out.
I want to
It didn't
sweep.
occur to me because literally this closet is of absolutely no significance to the story.
Okay, broom closet is important to
whatsoever.
the end of the game,
never
I
would have
understand.
thought to mention it. Maybe to you this is somehow its own branch.
Tried to convince him that I was leaving, but I'm
Maybe
not.
when you go talk about this with your friend, you'll say, "Oh, did you get the broom closet ending? The broom closet ending was my favorite." I hope your friends find this concerning.
I don't think so. I think everyone agrees. Broom closets.
Stanley was fat and ugly and really, really stupid. He probably only
Excuse
got
me?
the job because of a family connection. That's how stupid he is.
Excuse
That or
me?
with drug money. Also, Stanley is addicted to drugs and hookers.
Hell yeah, hookers and blow. I mean... I really... Hello,
Well, I've
we're
come
in a
to
broom
very
closet.
definite conclusion about what's going on right now. You're dead. You got to this broom closet, explored it a bit, and were just about to leave because there's nothing here when a physical malady of some sort shut down your central nervous system and you collapsed on the keyboard. Well, in a situation like this, the responsible thing is to alert someone nearby so
Am I
as
gonna
to
die?
ensure that your body is taken care of before it begins to decompose. Hello? Anyone who happens to be nearby? The person at this computer is dead. They have fallen prey to any number of your countless human physiological vulnerabilities. It's indicative of the long-term sustainability of
Well,
your
the narrator
species.
pops off. I'm gonna have a
Please
sweet.
remove their corpse from the area and instruct another human to take their place, making sure they understand basic first-person video game mechanics and filling them in on the history of narrative tropes
Am I
in
gonna
video
die?
gaming, so that the irony and insightful commentary of this game is not lost on them. All right, when you've done that, just step out into the hallway. Ah, second player. It's good to have you on board. You too? Unbelievable. I'm at the mercy of an entire species of invalids. Perhaps there's a monkey nearby you can hand the controls to. A fish? Fungus? Look, you can hammer out the details. I'm not particularly picky. I'll just be waiting for when you're ready to pick up the story again.
Okay. Okay, so I guess that's it now. He did sound very sad at the end. Yeah, we said today. Who's at the top? Is it me? It's not me.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs
I
to
am
his
not
boss's
going into the
office.
garage. The garage. Because last time that was scary. Why leave the broom closet? Because I think I broke the narrator's heart. And I'm not here to break hearts. Only ruin lives. Ooh, this looks different. I light
Stepping
fire?
into his manager's office, Stanley was
kindling.
once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this. What dark secret was being held from him? What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number, 2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this.
What do you mean the top leader in Uma Musume is currently Expedition 33? Sorry, what code did you say? 2485.
Stanley just sat around twiddling his thumbs. Trying to input anything on the device was useless, since he could never possibly know that the combination was 2845.
Oh, 2845.
2845.
I'm doing it. 28.
Forgot, but it turns out that the panel's emergency override kicked in, and the door just opened.
No, but I
all
did
by
it. That was
itself,
me.
And Stanley got the hell along with the story. Well, whoop-de-doo.
That was me. Ah, whatever. Wait, where do I go? I don't see shit. Oh. Oh no, is this where all the new employees have to go? Alright. You know what? Google said it's not a horror game. Why is it lying? I want to go to the basement. Basement was scary. I floated in the basement. Loading. Oh, it says loading this time.
Descending deeper into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question
I'm
the nature
gonna
of his
die
job. Why did he
right
feel
down
this
here.
now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long.
Ah!
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Interesting. Stanley's not very
The
smart.
lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens.
Hiya!
What
Happy
horrible
Friday!
secret did this
Look at me,
place
look at me.
hold? Stanley thought
I'm
to
Stanley.
himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
Ooh.
Now the monitors
Oh,
jumped to
47,
life.
47,
Their true
40,
nature
40,
revealed.
47,
Each bore the
there I
number
am.
of an employee in the building.
That's my room.
Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so
Don't
many
worry, the game's not
individuals
scary.
reduced to images on a screen. And Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
Oh, how long has happened there? Ooh.
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true.
How many monitor
Had
streamers say they
Stanley
want
really
when they
been under
say two
someone's
wants
control
enough?
all this time? Was this the only reason
Once you
he
go
was
2,
happy
you
with
can't
his
go back,
boring
and then
job?
once you go
That his
3, you can't go
emotions
back
had
from
been
that either.
manipulated to accept it blindly?
Oh, they were fired as well. Oh boy.
No, he refused to believe it.
We
he couldn't
refuse.
accept it. His own life in someone else's control?
Never.
It was unthinkable, wasn't it?
Impossible.
Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life
Unacceptable.
utterly blind to the world?
Blind.
But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy or sad or
Mind control
content.
status offline.
Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in,
Waiting for
Stanley
contact.
decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life.
Yeah.
For he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
Is that ground or like is that death? It's ground. You never know. Offline, 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 offline. Activate power cell 000. Okay, facility power. Turn this bad boy on. I can't read that. I don't got glasses on.
And when at last he found the source of the room's power, he knew... Oh, Stanley, you didn't just activate the controls, did you? After
No.
they kept you enslaved all these years, you go and
Thanks
you
for
try
the
to take
follow,
control
Velia.
of the machine
Welcome
for
in, welcome
yourself.
in.
Is that what you wanted? Control?
Whoa.
Stanley,
Wow.
I applaud your effort, I really do. But you need to understand, there's only so much that machine can do. You were supposed to let it go, turn the controls off, and leave. If you want to throw my story off track, you're going to have to do much better than that. I'm afraid you don't have nearly the power you think you do.
I have
For
all the
example,
power.
and I believe you'll find this pertinent. Stanley suddenly realized he had just initiated the network's emergency detonation system. In the event that this machine is activated without proper DNA identification, nuclear detonators are set to explode, eliminating the
Nuclear.
entire complex. How long until detonation then? Let's say, 2 minutes. Ah, now this is making things a little more fun, isn't it, Stanley? It's your time to shine. You are the star. It's your story now. Shape it to your heart's desires. Oh, this is much better than what I had in mind. What a shame we have so little time left to enjoy it. Mere moments until the bomb goes off. But what precious moments each one of them is. More time to talk about you, about me, where we're going. What all
About
this
you,
means, I
about
barely
me.
know where to start.
About
What's that?
everyone here?
You'd like to know where your co-workers are. A moment of solace before you're obliterated. All
Charged.
right, I'm
No.
in a good mood. You're gonna die anyway. I'll tell you exactly what
How do I open
happened
that
to them.
door?
I erased them. I turned off the machine. I
You have
set
3
you
attempts
free.
remaining.
Of course, that was merely in this instance of the story. Sometimes when I tell it, I simply let you sit there in your office forever, pushing buttons endlessly and then dying alone. Other times, I let the office sink into the ground,
One.
swallowing everyone inside, or I let it burn to a crisp.
Where is one?
I have to say this, though.
One.
This version of
One.
events has been rather amusing.
One's over here.
Watching you try to make sense of everything and take back the control
One.
wrested away from you, it's quite rich. I almost hate to see it go.
I pressed
But
one.
I'm sure whatever I come up with on the next go-around
Activate
will
button
be
hint.
even
Light
better.
blue 22.
My
Light blue
goodness,
22.
Only 34 seconds left.
What
But
the
I'm
holy
enjoying this
shit?
so
How am I supposed to
much.
do that? There's
You
all
know
the time
what?
in the
To
world
hell
to
with
press
it.
light blue
I'm going to put
22.
some extra time on the clock. Why not?
Light blue 10.
These are precious additional seconds, Stanley. Time doesn't grow on trees.
Oh! Light
Oh,
blue
dear
10.
me. What's the matter, Stanley? Is it that you have no idea where you're going or what you're
Honestly,
supposed
I have
to be
no
doing
idea.
right
Stanley
now?
is stupid, as
Or
he
did
said
you just
earlier.
assume when you saw that timer that something in this room was capable of turning it off?
I
mean,
did, yeah.
running from button to button, screen to screen.
Oh, am I
clicking
playing
on
into
every
him?
little thing in this room. These numbered buttons. No, these colored ones. Or maybe this big red button.
Active
or this
button
door.
hint. Light blue
Everything,
22.
anything. Something here will save me. Why would you think that, Stanley? That this video game can be beaten? Won? Solved? Do you have any idea what your purpose in this place is?
She's laughing at me.
Stanley, you're in for quite a disappointment.
Ooh,
But here's a
what's over
spoiler
there?
for you. That timer isn't a catalyst to keep the action moving along. It's just seconds ticking away to your death.
Press any key.
You're only still playing instead of watching a cutscene because I want to watch you for every moment that you're powerless. To see you made humble. This is not a challenge. It's a tragedy. You wanted to control this world, that's fine. But I'm going to destroy it first. So
Good employee 427. Goodbye, employee 427.
Take a look at the clock, Stanley. That's 30 seconds you have left to struggle. 30 seconds until a big boom.
Is this
and then
possible?
nothing. No ending here. Just you being blown to pieces. Will you cling desperately to your frail life? Or will you let it go peacefully? Another choice.
I'll let it go peacefully.
Make it count. Or don't. It's all the same to me. All a part of the joke. And believe me, I will be laughing at every second of your inevitable life.
Oh, why is the
from
screen
moment we
shaking? It
fade
makes
in
my eyeballs
until
dizzy.
the moment I say, happily ever up.
Ah! It is impossible? The narrator's a little shit. I need to end the narrator.
Even now, Stanley's office was a distant memory. What did it look like? There was a computer, perhaps, and a painting. Was it a painting or a photo? He could no longer recall.
That was a different sentence he just said.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the... This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well.
Perfectly
Perhaps
well.
he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Okay,
Standing now in this incredible room, Stanley for the first... But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
okay. And we won't go down
And
there.
so he detoured through the maintenance section, walked straight ahead to the opposite door, and got back on track.
Oh, that's all that was just straight back through here. Oh.
Yet there was not a single person here
Okay.
either. Feeling a wave of disbelief,
I've done the
Stanley
room
decided
closet.
to go up to his boss. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Yeah. Oh, nice. Oh. Not nice. Hello, would like to go to the roof, please. Bow, 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 bow. Bow, 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 bow. Bow, bow. Bow, 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 bow. Bow, 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 bow. Wait. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. Okay, I think the lift might be broken. Hi, Scarlett. Welcome in, welcome in. Happy Friday. I'm Stanley.
Stepping into his manager's office,
Yeah.
Stanley was once again
4285.
stunned to discover not an indication of any human life.
Oh no,
What could it
4285.
mean? Stanley wondered aloud to nobody. He began wildly tearing through papers on the boss's desk, pulling books off the shelf,
4285.
looking behind paintings, desperate for clues to his situation.
Oh,
But his attention was caught by a keypad behind the boss's desk. What could its purpose be?
oh, can I break
In
his
fact,
wine?
This keypad guarded the terrible secret that lay buried below his feet. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number, 2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this.
Wait, 4285.
Stanley just sat around twiddling his thumbs. Trying to input anything on the device was useless, since he could never possibly know
hey.
that the combination
My
was
nemesis, Peacocks.
2845.
Oh, 2845. 284.
Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer luck.
No.
Amazing. He stepped into the newly opened
So
passageway.
I think this time I go into the brain room. I don't go into the brain room, actually. I escape. I get freedom. Validation. Why not steal the brains?
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large
Yeah, because
door
last
that
time I
read
said mind control. I wonder what I would
facility.
say. What happens if I say no mind control? Well, I'm gonna do escape, and maybe I'll do it. Maybe I'll do it escape.
Although this passageway had the word escape written on it, the
Las
truth
Vegas.
was that at the end of this hall, Stanley would meet his violent death.
Wait, what? What did you just say? Nanda. I don't want to die.
The door behind him was not shut. Stanley still had every opportunity to turn around and get back on track. At this point, Stanley
said
was
I'd
making
meet
a
rabbits?
conscious,
Okay.
concerted effort to walk forward and willingly confront his death.
Yeah! I did hear that there was an achievement for not playing the game for 5 minutes. I didn't die. My ankles must be really strong.
As the machine whirred into motion and Stanley was inched closer and closer to his demise,
Wait.
he reflected that his life had been of no consequence whatsoever.
Wait.
Stanley
Wait.
can't see the bigger picture. He doesn't know the real story. Trapped forever in his narrow vision of what this world is. Perhaps his death was of no great loss, like plucking the eyeballs from a blind man. And so he resigned and willingly accepted this violent end to his brief
I'm
and
too
shallow
pink to
life.
die.
Farewell, Stanley.
Oh.
"Farewell, Stanley," cried the narrator, as Stanley was led helplessly into the enormous metal jaws. In a single visceral instant, Stanley
this my wife?
was obliterated as the machine crushed every bone in his body,
That doesn't
killing
sound
him
good.
instantly. And yet it would be just a few minutes before Stanley would restart the game, back in his office, as alive as ever. What exactly did the narrator think he was going to accomplish?
Have I won?
When every path you can walk has been created for you long in advance, death becomes meaningless, making life the same. Do you
It's
see
really
now?
bright.
Do you see that Stanley was already dead from the moment he hit start?
Am I dead? 5 streaks. Thank you, Scarlet. Nature paintings. I don't think I saw that one. Or that one. I saw that one. I don't think I saw that one. Oh! This is the beginning! Office layout. The blueprint shows the office from the beginning of the game. The path from Stanley's office to the 2 doors was the first part of the game that was built. Sections have been added and altered throughout development, though the core layout remains almost identical to the first iteration. Yeah! Stanley's computer. You know, once upon a time, I played a game where it was like this, where it was black screen and then green text and you typed stuff in and it was like a text adventure. But I can't remember what game it was because I was like a newborn. And I remember really, really enjoying it, and there's something to do with a witch. I can't remember it, and I'd love to play one of those type of games again. The corridor. The pacing of this opening section was important to get right. The corridor has been moved and altered to make sure the player reaches the 2 doors in a good time. Yeah, you get there pretty fast. The set of 2 open doors was the very first concrete piece of the Stanley Parable design. Once this room was created, the rest of the game emerged as an extension of it, an exploration of the contradiction this room posed. Wait, I'm sorry, what? Did you know there's an ending where you have to push 2 buttons for 4 hours and it's life-sucking and basically impossible? I don't know, I don't have much going on in my life. I feel like I could accomplish that task. Filing cabinets. You file your paperwork and stuff in there. Office computers. Card game. Installing something. Oh. Oh yeah, just get an auto clicker, ease. The office. The button sounds, a selection of the sounds used throughout the game when buttons are pressed. Each sound is a mix of keyboard strokes and a synthesized tone. I like this sound. Can you hear it? This is a very nice sound for my ear holes. Anyway. Credits. Let's go this way. Oh, boss's office. These are different iterations. Screens from development of the boss's office. That one looks cold and dead. That one looks cool and rich. That one looks not as good as this one. Office clock. That's what an office clock looks like. Ooh, I want to go over there. Freedom ending. This was the very first incarnation of the freedom ending in the game's alpha. I haven't gotten a freedom ending. I wish to have a freedom ending. Countdown desk. Oh. Monitor room elevator. For a time, the elevator in the monitor room could go up or down. With freedom above and countdown below, we abandoned this when players found it too difficult to remember what was up and what was down. Wait, that doesn't seem too hard. I could remember what's up. An early version of the countdown room. Kind of similar. Game design mockup. This is a level that William, the level designer, sent Davey, the writer, as a kind of audition piece. The strength of this level got William hired to design the full game. Though much of the environment has changed, the basic layout from this mockup is still in the game. Oh, you know where I want to go? The magic hallway. There was that magic hallway where the hallway was appearing. I want to go there. Oh my god, my office! From left to right, the evolution of Stanley's office over time. First was created in November 2011. This game is that old. I guess I should have assumed the game is that old. Am I stupid? I see no difference. Yeah, I'm stupid. The office. The lounge. The apartment timer. Apartment? Oh, I didn't answer the apartment! Oh, I didn't answer the phone! I can't remember how to get to the phone! I think it was quite long. It was quite a complicated thing to get to the phone. Ooh. The cargo lift. Another version of the cargo lift. Oh. One doorway to maintenance in the lounge. First choice, disobey, lounge, maintenance. First choice, obey, disobey, lounge, maintenance. To confusion ending. Oh, yeah. The other entrance would be hidden depending on how you entered. There's another vent? What do you mean there's events? Players who have played them so many times discuss them as I'm answering. I want to vent? Okay, I want to go this way and try to see if I can vent. Vent is in the lounge, I believe. Oh, is this just what they were thinking? Oh, this is just other ways that they decided that you could do it. Ah, man, I would have vented. Hi, Rit. Welcome in. I hope you're doing well today. Zending levers. These levers were originally part of the Zending. This is so cool. I like this way to... Oh, the game is now paused. Zending Zone Zenvo, exactly. Trailers. We found 4 major teaser trailers. I didn't see any of them. Not a singular one. Oh, kind of giving me the weebie-jeebies then. I have to figure out how to get out again. Thanks for the follow, Tails. Ah, Kitsune. How does one... There we go. I think I've seen everything. There was something downstairs. Oh, you know, there was... But you know what? That's kind of scary, so we don't need to see that.
Oh, look at these two.
Why are you
How
laughing?
they wish to destroy one another. How they wish to control one another. How they both wish to be free.
Why is it so high up?
Can you see? Can you see how much they need one another?
I do.
No, perhaps not. Sometimes these things cannot be seen. But listen to me. You can still save these two. You can stop the program before they both fail.
Oh,
Push escape and press quit. There's no other way to beat this game. As long as you move forward, you'll be walking someone else's path. Stop now and it'll be your only true choice.
I don't want to quit the menu. Do I need to quit the menu? But I don't want to. I want to see what happens when I get crushed.
Whatever you do, choose it. Don't let time choose for you. Don't let time...
Oh, that's what happens when you get crushed. I got squished. Never is the end, is the never is the end, never is the end.
All of his co-workers were... Wait, no. This isn't the right office, is it? Is this Stanley's office?
Oh, it just restarts after? Oh, so if I press quit then, it would have just done restart? What happens to the narrator? He's very quiet. Oh, I see! How the mighty have fallen. I hate Mondays again. I wonder what's in this door. That's so interesting. Do you think there might be some new content in this door? Yeah, okay.
Oh, new content?
New content!
What does that mean, new content?
Can't get around that way. Oh, is that the meeting room? No. Interesting. Never is the end is the never is the end. Well, I hope you're happy, Stanley Parable. I never want to work in an office in my life.
Hello, and thank you for playing the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe.
You're welcome!
As you may know, the Stanley Parable was a video game released in 2013 on home computers.
I didn't know that.
After receiving critical and commercial success,
Wow.
it was expanded upon in 2022 with the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, a
Ultra.
reimagining of the game for consoles and home computers. The Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe features exciting new content that broadens and expands the world of the Stanley
More
Parable,
game.
delighting audiences the world over. Please, step inside and see what thrilling new adventures await in The Stanley Parable Ultra
I like the details
Deluxe.
are making that look like
Oh,
cardboard.
well, this sounds delightful. I'm very
Delightful.
excited to see the thrilling new Ultra Deluxe content.
It's gonna be a bin, isn't it? It's gonna be a desk. It's gonna be a toilet.
Okay, so far it's an elevator. Nothing special yet, but I'm sure it's just the beginning of a mesmerizing adventure.
I'm not.
Is it broken? What's going on here?
Nanda.
Should we be moving somewhere or... oh, there we go. All right, finally, at long last, it's on to the new content. I've never been
to the
more
new
ready.
content.
Let's do it.
Now it just seems happy.
I have to say, initial impressions of Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, mostly tedious.
You're
It's as
tedious.
if the... Oh, okay. Let's see the content. Give me the content, Stanley.
Yeah. The jump circle.
All right. All right, let's see. It's the jump circle.
I can't jump outside the circle. We're bunny hopping. Why did the PC just fart at me? Oh, I can't jump anymore?
Is that it? Surely that's not all the new content. There
It was
has to be
pretty
something
great.
else, right?
That's fine. That was pretty good new content. The game was good, but the jumping kind of made it 100 times better now. Yeah.
Goodness, another elevator. Stanley, I have to say, initial impressions of this game are not positive. It's
They're
just
not?
elevators and jumping. Is
What's
this
wrong with
what
jumping?
passes for exciting new content? If this is new content, then I could just read you the whole dictionary. There's 20 hours of new content right there. Hell, I could counter 30 trillion. You could put that on the box. The Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, now with over 1,000 hours of new content. And oh, wait. There's more. Very good.
Very good.
I knew there had to be something else. Let's see it. I'm ready for whatever it
Very
is.
good, old chap. Thank you for enjoying the new content. You're welcome.
That's it? Oh, you've got to be kidding me. You see, Stanley? This is what happens when greedy video game developers with no respect for their fan base rush a cheap expansion to market for no reason other than to make an easy
feel like-
dollar. And don't get me started on the level of craftsmanship that's gone into
I
it.
feel like
In
the
fact,
ceiling
I'm
might
looking
push
right
me.
now at the game's achievements, and it's hard to believe one of them actually says, "Test achievement, please ignore." What
Wait,
quality
really?
assurance department signed off on this? I'm infuriated and I'm offended, and I intend to find these people on Twitter and hold them personally
Yeah, hold them accountable on Twitter.
It's my fault, Stanley. I built up too much anticipation around the
It
new
really
content,
is.
I'm afraid. It could never have lived up to such expectations. If you're still with me, why don't we just reset the game?
Never.
And we'll try to get back to what the Stanley Parable is really about. No frills, no gimmicks.
Wait,
Just you and me having a great time together like always.
what's the...
What do you say, friend?
Huh? I'm trying to think of... Oh. I'm trying to think of ways I haven't gone yet for where I could be going wrong, but I also feel like I'm going right, but I also feel like I'm going horribly, horribly wrong.
Psst.
Vent!
Stanley, come over here. In the vent. I want to show you something. Oh, You don't want to see the cool
No, I do,
surprise
I do, I do, I
made
do,
for
I
you?
do, I
Well,
do, I do, I
fine.
do.
Oh, never mind. You're not a dog.
I'm not a dog. What the? Great, now I'm gonna get voted
You
out.
remember how cheap and unsatisfying the new Ultra Deluxe content turned out to be? Well, it got me thinking about the past and how much better the Stanley Parable used to be. So I made something special and tucked it away here where the game's developers won't find it.
Hey, do you think I
Just
had to
our
crawl under
little
there,
secret.
or am I actually normally just
Peekaboo.
walking on stepping stool shoes? And maybe I just walked to their regular height. Wow!
I call it the Memory Zone.
Wow.
It's where I've been storing all my favorite memories so I can relive
Look at
the
those
peak
rocks, so
experiences
realistic.
of my life whenever I want. Experiences like the launch of the Stanley Parable on PC.
Wow. Can we live here? This is way better than our stinky office. It's like freedom and happiness. And nature. And elephant doorknobs. Hello.
You see, Stanley, doesn't the Memory Zone remind you of how wonderful Stanley Parable was before it was sullied with a cheap re-release? Remember back in
I
October of 2013 when the
Would like
game
to see what the
originally
original game
launched?
looked like.
Back then, video games had integrity. Back then, it
Integrity.
all meant something. Oh, the waste.
They never had integrity. Why does that game look like it's from like 1995 or something? Really? It was in Soul Center. British Academy of Film and Television Arts awarded to Stanley Parable. The Last of Us in the category story, okay. Good times. Ah. Good times. 2 doors. Office. TVs. Oh, I see. It looks visually the same because it's on Unity. I see. Buy on Steam. What's everyone saying? Be my Valentine. Why do we have $1? Smile because it happened. Smile. Unachievable. It's impossible to get this achievement. Nominee for Game Innovation. Nominee British Academy for Debut Game. Story. New video game releasing today. Creative surprisingly down to earth. Rutgers goes from scandal to new crisis. Colleges show uneven effort to enroll poor. Cost hinder new tack to achieve diversity. Business leaders pushing election on council allies. 50% off a designer hat. But the small creature owns the other half. I'm the small creature. Oh, there I am dead. Deals tough choices. Oh, that's an interesting shape for a house. Are they rocks on piles of meat? I have to go to the meat/rock room. It's rocks.
And over here is where I keep reviews of the Stanley Parable. Like this stunning triumph of games journalism, 10 out of 10 from Destructoid.com. James Stephanie Sterling writes, and I quote, "Where so many games that aspire to be more than games end up less
Why is
than
this
any
his voice?
form of art, Stanley Parable strives and then succeeds to be every game ever created." Did you hear that, Stanley? Every game ever created.
Every
That's how
game
grand and
ever?
all-encompassing the original Stanley
Is this the only
Parable
game I've
was.
ever
It
played,
was
ever?
literally every game ever created. It was Skyrim. It was Persona 3. It was all of them. And now, it's nothing.
If this
It's
game
no
was made
games
this
at
year,
all.
it would say
It isn't
E33.
even the Stanley Parable anymore. It's just a husk now. A lifeless husk with an hour of new elevator content.
Heck yeah, elevator content. Don't read any reviews except this one. How do you review a game like the Stanley Parable? To describe any one part of it to risk its ruination. To detail what it has to say about the game design. The illusion of choice. I had choices. And the psychology of the game is to tell you too much. Comparisons too are going to be woefully inadequate. Perhaps its closest cousin would be Dear Esther, but where Dear Esther wastes a form of interactive entertainment, Stanley Parable uses and subverts it. With so many games that aspire to be more than games and are less than any form of art, Stanley Parable strives and then succeeds to be every game ever created. Even so, holding the game to the standards of any other title is simply not going to be correct. So how do you review what has become known as the Stanley Parable HD, the full-scale reimagining of one of the most intriguing mods available online? How do you discuss it, analyze it, and recommend it? It's quite simple. You don't. 10 out of 10. I'm a game reviewer now. Aw, maintenance. The tasteful nostalgic, it was good. Ooh, person of the year, that's me! I recognize that giant nose anywhere. He had a huge nose earlier. Oh, there I am again! With the girl who found me dead, who I still think could have been my wife. Yep. Oh, Scott. There I am again. Never is the end, is the never is the end, is the never is the end. Literally anything. People play games because of what they can do inside them, and your game is very good at letting them know they can't do anything. Your number is 29. Oh, this looks
Here's
funky.
another moving passage, this time from GameSpot.com.
Wow,
The
nice.
Stanley Parable is both a richly stimulating commentary on the nature of choice in games and one that offers some of the most enjoyable, surprising, and rewarding choices I've ever been confronted with in a game. 9 out of 10. Don't you get it, Stanley? The game was perfect. It didn't need anything else. It didn't need new content. It just needed to be left alone. To spend the rest of time collecting dust
hey, look,
in the
Twitter when
hallowed
it was
hall
Twitter and
of
not Stupid
beloved
X.
video game memories.
Wait, where do I go? Can I open this door now? Oh my god, I'm stuck. Oh my god, I'm stuck. I just like, oh yeah. I read the one about hating their boss already. Top 10 memories. The serious room. How do I get in the serious room? Oh. The greatest wealth is memory. Oh.
These were simpler times, Stanley.
Nice, I thought so.
What I wouldn't give to go back, to have it all over again. Wait, hang on. I don't recall this part of the memory zone before. What's this? What's down here?
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh,
God,
no.
Stanley, it's a collection of reviews from Steam, the
Oh, no,
online
no.
video game distributor. I haven't looked at these in years.
Oh
I
no,
can't even
no.
imagine what's been collecting down here.
Shit.
Surely these reviews were glowing as well, weren't they?
They were gonna be buckets of literal shit. Wait, I wonder if this is
Honestly,
an
I could
actual
not be bothered
review.
to play this game to full completion. The narrator is obnoxious and unfunny, with his humor and
Unfunny?
dialogue proving to be more irritating than entertaining. Unfunny! I'm not trying to be funny. I'm trying to make a serious work of art. I suppose I could write up a handful of gags to insert into the Stanley Parable, but the game is
That would be
already
cool
such
if it was
densely
a
made web
original
of
review from
profound
the old,
philosophical
the
insights
original
that
version.
I can't even imagine where I'd have the room to stick them.
There's a lot of Steam reviews. The review is real? Who thinks the narrator is unfunny and why are they stupid? Okay, afterwards I have to go find the real review. Because that's funny as balls. It's raining. That's a positive review.
Okay, let's see what this one says.
Noodle Chef.
While the idea for the game is good, for someone who prefers non-linear games, this preachiness gets annoying fast. Preachy? Stanley?
Preachy?
I'm not preachy, am I?
You're a little bit
You
preachy.
can tell me if I'm preachy. Honestly, you can. Oh, goodness. This is actually quite shocking for me. I always, well, to be honest, I had always thought of the game's dialogue as being rather terse to begin with. You can't know how much fluff I cut from the game to get it to feel as light and airy as it... Well, I always thought it did. But maybe it wasn't. Oh, dear. What an awful memory to have to hold on to. These black marks on my otherwise unimpeachable track record. I feel like a failure. Like I let these people down. Perhaps the Stanley Parable isn't quite as sterling as I always remembered.
Looking back, my initial review was very impulsive and I didn't give the game a fair chance, which is someone who joined in on turning IGN's Explorers of the Sky review into a laughingstock in some of my friend groups. The fact I made the same mistake of reviewing a game without having played it all the way through is just sad. In any case, you're free to disregard my initial review of the game. That's what they changed their review to? Ooh, are these positive? Because they're green. You know, I can, oh, they just added to it. I see. I can appreciate someone being like, look, I didn't actually fully play the game, so I probably shouldn't have reviewed it. Or I didn't give it a fair worthy chance, especially a short game, you know? Especially if a game's only like a couple hours long, you could at least play it. Unless it's like a clicker game. Then that's ass, I understand. Alley-oop.
What's this one?
Ooh,
got to
9.8
say?
hours, okay.
You constantly have to stop doing anything so the narrator can catch up with his long-winded explanations of what's happening.
They must hate
I wish
British.
there was a skip button. A skip button? Well,
Is this a Genshin player?
yes. Yes, I think we can do that. If I'm
Is it
truly
me?
too preachy, then maybe letting you skip ahead for just a moment, surely it couldn't hurt. Not if it means we can strike these negative reviews from the record.
Oh God, what are we gonna
Only
skip to?
positive reviews of the Stanley Parable. That's my motto today, and it's always been my motto. I'd do anything for the customer, Stanley. Yes, a skip button
Anything for
we
the
shall
customer.
have.
I wouldn't. Oh no.
And here it is. Go ahead and give... Oh, you're back, you see. You were only frozen in time for a few minutes, but it was plenty of time for me to deliver a long, rambling monologue. Well, there, sport. You really did catch me rambling on a bit, didn't you? But that's the power of the button. The minute I start to go off on a thoughtless display of self-absorption,
Ooh.
it's right at your fingertips to go poof, and it's all over. Oh, I can't wait to see what Cookie 9 will say about this, and whether they'll edit the rating of their Okay, welcome back, Stanley. Now, I should say that the amount of time the button has been
Oh, the
skipping
door's
through
gone.
is becoming longer and longer. That last one was, well, I want to say maybe 30, 45 minutes? Stanley! Stanley, please don't push the button again. It's been 12 hours.
12 hours!
You've just been frozen there. I don't know why the skips are getting longer, but they're... Oh, Stanley, you're back. You're
The
back.
band's dead.
Oh, my goodness. I have someone to talk to again. Stanley, I think it's been a week.
A week!
Or 2 weeks.
Yeah, they'd love this part.
Oh, hello. It's you. You're here again. Welcome. I have had time to think about you and about our...
Is he dead? Is the narrator dead? Oh, what a horrible noise. That's the only way
But they
to save
didn't
us from the
understand
noise.
the game was never meant to be funny. It was meant to have a point. It was meant to speak to the human condition. But where are the jokes? Where are the jokes?
where
They
were the
bemoaned, they
jokes?
screamed, they gnashed their teeth and...
Entertain us! Oh, I lost him again. I killed him again.
The end is never the end, 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 and is never the end, 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 is never the end. We would never do this to a streamer, and we would not need a skip button for the thanks for the stream. Hey! Get back here! End is never the end, 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 is never the end. End. Am I not entertained? I am entertained. It was that mean reviewer that was not entertained. Oh, what happened? Oh no. What happened? It fell through? It's daylight. But there's no door anymore. Ah, you didn't like my wonderful the end is never the end, is never the end, is never the end, is never the end. Well, I'm gonna break into your house and change that to your alarm. Oh. Oh my god, the earth is healing. Nature is restored. Jason, how? Something bad happened to nature. Is this war? Is this violence? Is this his nuclear war shed? Welcome home, fool. I hope getting home was nice and safe. We're skipping through time. And the aliens are attacking. Everything's sideways. Freedom. I don't think I want freedom anymore.
Hey, girly, hold still.
Sure, scared me. I don't think I can skip time anymore. I think my buttons broke. But outside is really, really bright. Touch grass? We can't. I think I can find some grass. Give me 4 to 5 hours. Alright, which direction should we go in? I'm gonna go ahead and assume... Oh. End is never the end, is never the end, is never the end.
Already this was uncomfortable, and Stanley decided that as soon as he found a new space he felt safe in, that he would never leave it again in his life.
Wait, was this all on the floor before? I don't think so. Awaiting endpoint. Input received. Wait, let me go photocopy my ass first. Boop 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 boop. Alright, I'm not gonna face that way because then you'll see my butt. Recommendations from the overnight committee. Employee database. The only thing that was scanned is the tail. Yeah, accurate. Just a giant A4 copy of my tail. Put that on the wall later. Ooh! new content. Right?
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley
Did
knew
I break
perfectly
it?
well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first.
I didn't get to
just
see the new
admire it.
content.
Stanley felt lightheaded, butterflies in his stomach,
Oh.
giddy in a way he had never known before. Was it this room? A connection between the two? Could a man love a room?
I could
I
love
mean,
a room.
Truly, truly, deeply, madly
I
love.
deeply, truly, madly love my room.
But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left. Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago. Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but in his eagerness to prove that he is in control of the story and no one gets to tell him what to do,
I died again.
Stanley leapt from the platform and plunged to his death. Good job, Stanley. Everyone thinks you are very powerful.
Thank you, I am very powerful. Hopefully this will bring me back to new content.
I can't wait to tell this story to my co-workers, Stanley thought. How amusing they'll find it. Oh, won't we all just laugh and laugh at the
Laugh
time
and
I thought
laugh and
everyone had
laugh
gone
and...
missing?
Yeah!
Oh, good. You noticed my sign.
I
Yes,
did.
I have something very exciting to show you.
Exciting! Oh, nice! $500 more battles though, good luck. The elevator again? He's showing me the elevator? New
You see, Stanley,
content.
I've been
Oh.
reflecting on the Stanley Parable and about
Yes.
how roundly disappointing this ultra deluxe version
I
has
wouldn't
turned
say
out to be.
disappointing.
The original Stanley Parable was a landmark, and any new content for it should live up to that legacy. So forget this ultra deluxe nonsense. I say we take it one step
What
even
happened?
further. Which is why I'm very proud to announce for the first time ever the Stanley Parable 2.
Oh! Wait, what? Is there a second game?
Yes, you see, isn't this far superior to a measly re-release with a few minor additions? Think of all the new territory we'll cover with a fully fledged sequel.
Two.
An entirely new experience, built from the ground up. Why there are so many
The end is never the
possibilities.
end
It could go
again.
in so many different directions.
427.
This is what fans have truly been asking for.
2, 2, 2, 3, 2. Double, 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 double. 2, 2, 3, 2, dos, 12. I feel like I just insulted Empire languages then. Taste the sequel. Taste the sequel.
Calling it the Stanley Parable 2 is just so much catchier than Ultra Deluxe, don't you think?
No, I think Ultra Deluxe sounds
what
great.
What does it even mean? But the Stanley
Means
Parable
Ultra
2,
Deluxe.
now that's an artistic statement.
Honestly,
right
if we have
there.
Twitch, why don't we have
It's
Twitch too?
future-oriented. It screams progress and innovation and long-term franchising potential.
Potential. They're back. 2 doors. The color red. Leverage whole stick value. Paradigm shift. Synergy. Brick and mortar approach. Envelop client central marketing. More TSP. Better TSP. I don't understand what that means. Oh, it's the plant. I recognized it. Boop, 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 boop. Oh, it's on the Mac now. Wow. PCs have gone up. Click to add speaker notes. I feel like these, I don't recognize them, but I feel like these are going to be similar to other game logos out there. Oh, really? Okay, that's frustrating because then I'll feel like I need all 3 of them.
Now, to be clear, I haven't quite nailed down what exactly the Stanley Parable 2 is going to be, but let's take a look at some of the features I've been developing for
2.
it.
eyes,
I
ears,
figure that
nostrils,
if I
2
can
arms,
loosely
2
organize
legs.
a handful of interesting concepts,
That's
that
a
surely
very
the game
interesting
will sort
concept.
of naturally spring up around them.
Sclum?
It'll all work itself out. Game development is much more of a fuzzy magic than anything scientific or logical, really.
I can't not go to the show floor. Oh, can I sit down? New features. Oh, wow.
Here we are. Go on. Try out some of the new features.
Merch? I wonder if they actually sold these. Please, no screenshots. That's me! That's Stanley! This is what I look like! Stanley Powerball, Reassurance Bucket, Office Decorations, Infinite Hole. Collectibles. New and easy achievement, get it here. Alright. Oh, he looks pretty good there. Pull the lever, receive your new achievement, no more steps.
Now, here's something special.
What's the
You
lever?
remember that broken test achievement that got left in the game on accident? Well, I'm developing a technology to simply give you the achievement. Yes. You see, you'll come to this lever, and when you pull it, the achievement will be given to you. Okay, perhaps I should have clarified. This is technology that will exist. Right now, the achievement is still fully broken. I'm
What?
not a wizard, Stanley, but I guarantee it will be fixed in the sequel to at last satisfy the hordes of ravenous fans all over the world who have been uproariously demanding this feature.
I'm
Gamers,
demanding my
we hear
achievement.
you, and I promise it will happen.
Pop. Been cheated out of an achievement.
What else? What other exhibits haven't we seen yet?
Can you find them? Can you find them? Can you find them? Can you find them? Collect them all. Gotta get them all.
Collectibles. Now it's a real video game. In the Stanley Parable 2, you'll run around gathering up these miniature Stanley figurines.
It's kinda
And
scary
what's
'cause I can't see
truly
which way to go.
innovative Is that there will be no reward for collecting all of them. I don't want to stifle the intrinsic joy of watching a number go up. You simply collect all of them, and then you move the hell on with your unremarkable life.
Alright, no reason to call me out like that. Nice. Can you find them all? Is
God,
that one?
it really is the worst when you collect everything in a video game and then they give you a big fancy reward for it. Absolutely tragic.
Are they not gonna give me an award? I don't think that counts as one. You are here. I'm not gonna look at that map because I can't read. Via an installation pop-up window. It has been such a long time since I used an installation pop-up window to
goodness,
install
and
something.
Stanley, this is fairly awkward. I hate to do this, but before you leave, you really should go to the bucket exhibit. You see,
Oh,
there's a surprise
I wasn't
I
trying
was
to
going to
leave.
spring on you later, and
Okay.
it involves the bucket.
I
And
want a
I really
bucket.
do hate to break the illusion, but it's important that you go
I'll
see
go see the bucket.
bucket.
Where's the
okay?
bucket?
All right, I'll get out of your hair now.
Where's the bucket? Show me your bucket. Show me your bucket.
You know what? Let's bring the jump circle back for Stanley Parable 2 as well. It's a... Oh, wait. You already spent all your jumps the first time we saw the jump circle. Oh, well. I suppose it can just be a nice decorative piece, then.
I've been scammed today several times. First, the lack of achievement. Second, the lack of jumping.
Stanley, here's an idea that I'm truly fond of. It's never
I'm
been done
fond of you.
before in a video game. This is, in fact, a hole that you can fall down forever. That's right. Infinite
Leap?
falling. You can fall until the end of time if you like. A stunning leap forward for video games. You see, isn't it wonderful? One of my more ingenious concoctions, if I do say so. Now then, since you've gotten to see
Drink
the
some water while I'm
infinite
folding.
hole, you can press the teleport button to pop back up to the top, and we can continue onward. Now, I don't mean to be a bummer, but I do recommend you use the teleport button to go back to the top. Maybe do it on the sooner rather than later spectrum of things.
I do what I want. I like falling.
Okay, Stanley, I don't know quite how to say this tactfully, but it's possible that I slightly exaggerated the infinite nature of the hole. Is it a very, very deep hole? To be certain it is. It's an extremely deep hole. I don't want anyone to say that it isn't an astonishingly deep hole. It is. Is it infinite? Well, that sort of depends on your definition of infinity. From one
My
perspective,
definition of
the
infinity
infinite
is forever.
merely philosophical in nature. It's more of a... Okay, well, good for you. You found the bottom of the hole. You found me out, Stanley. I'm a liar
I didn't
and
go
a cheat,
splat.
and you're so clever. Look, I think the issue here is just that you're unusually fascinated
If we
by
pause button is the
falling.
Roman numeral
What
2.
normal person actually wants to fall infinitely? I figured the hole was as deep as anyone
I'm
would
a very
actually
normal
need.
person,
Don't
thank you very
put
much.
this on me. Maybe you're the problem.
Why is he
Look,
calling me a
Things got
problem?
a little heated there. I think we both said some things we didn't mean.
I didn't say
Why don't
anything.
we just put all this behind us and agree to just call the whole mostly infinite?
No, you're a scammer and
If
a
that
liar.
works for you, then go ahead and press the teleport button to warp up to the top of the hole and we can move on.
Yeah,
I'll
yeah.
just be up here when you're ready.
Yeah, yeah.
Great. Now, I'm very excited to show you even... Oh, for heaven... You see? I was right. The problem is you.
I'm the
problem
problem.
is that you like holes too much. Not normal. A normal person would have said, yep, that's an infinite hole right there. Goes on forever till the end of time. Don't need to see it all, but not you. Oh, no, 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 no. You have a weird sort of... Oh. Did the hole seem even shorter to you this
You
time?
scammed me.
I couldn't help but feel like you spent a little less time in there than you did before.
It's me.
I mean,
Hi. I'm
admittedly,
the problem.
I
It's
didn't
me.
make an infinite hole, but I didn't think it was that not infinite. Well, I suppose once again there's nothing to do here. If you decide you've had enough of the hole, you can hit the teleport button and come join me up above. Had enough? I'm positively thrilled. I really do have so much more to show you.
No, I
and to
won't. I
talk
won't go
about.
again.
And
I
I've
won't.
had enough of the hole for a lifetime.
It's true. It's true. We do live in burrows, little hobbit holes. Hello, problem. Hello, Earthbound. Okay, where is the bucket? Ooh, it's the entrance to the hole if you were still looking for it. Go again? I'm not gonna go again. I think twice is enough. Is enough falling for me. I don't want to get fall sickness. Okay, I'll go again. I'm easily convinced. How many times do I have to fall? 50 Renos? I was playing Project Zomboid with my brother yesterday, and he said something which then I kept repeating, and he was like, you as a human are incredibly malleable. And I couldn't help agree. I am very easily malleable and convinced to do things and or say
Gosh,
things.
how could I have guessed? You're back in the hole.
Back in the
If this
hole!
starts to become a thing where... Wow. Okay. Yes. I'm starting to become extremely certain that the hole is not only not infinite, but that it's growing steadily less and less infinite. I suspect that I'm starting to hit the point where it's no longer feasible to call the hole infinitely deep, even by the lax overall standards for accountability in marketing. What's going on here? Stanley, I have no explanation for the uncertain nature of the hole's length. Here, let's try something. Let's pop back up to the top, and we'll see if it gets any
Let's try
shorter.
something!
Well, there it is.
Oh.
How is this still appealing to you? I know you're obsessed with holes, but at this depth, I just can't see this scratching the itch.
No, this is scratching the itch
Who am I
very
to
well.
judge? You just do whatever it is
but we
you're here
can't
to
jump.
do.
How do I
Hit the
get out?
teleport button when you're ready to move on.
No, this is my hole now. I live here. Who's been smoking in my hole? This was my hole. It was made for me. Thank you, Mr. Narrator. The infinite hole is very finite. It's very finite. But, you know, you've got space for everything here. You can sleep here on these bits of paper. You can do your cooking in the kitchen. Slash the smoking corner. Because we have no food, so we just smoke all day, apparently. This is the mug, goes in the kitchen. Over here is the toilet, that's why it's stained. And the center is the living space. Well, I can't remember where my bed was. Oh, over here. The bed is also stained. We don't discuss that. I would enjoy Superliminal. I don't know. I think if I can't say it, I won't enjoy it. Exactly. Press G to return to the surface.
Is the teleport button not working?
But I can't
You
jump.
sure?
I'm just a girl.
Well, I mean, I really don't have an explanation. It was working just a moment ago.
Oh,
Try
you
it
make small
again.
things big and superliminal?
Still nothing? Well, I suppose there is one thing I can do to fix this. I'm out. Goodbye, Stanley. You couldn't bear to be away from the hole, and now you'll get more time with it than you could ever have asked for. It's a win for everyone. You get to be with the hole, I get to do literally anything else.
Yeah, but you can't live without me,
Take care,
narrator.
Stanley. I hope you and the hole
I'm
have a wonderful
endearing.
rest of eternity together.
Come back here. Come back here, narrator. Come back here, narrator. I know where you live, narrator. I'm scared. Please. Oh no. The hole will protect me? Time to say goodbye. Sayonara, bye. I'm going to die. Life was average. Oh, it changed my perspective. Oh. Not the up nose shot. That's the best one. Don't poke your fingers in there. I'm gonna. Bow, bow, bow. Bow, 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 bow. I don't think I like this one.
My head's stronger. Now you're no longer using up the space of
Puppies!
mine. My head's strong.
Am I wearing underwear?
Stanley? Stanley!
Oh, that one's cute.
Stanley!
Oh,
Oh, good, you're awake. It seems you had sort of dozed off there, drifting away into dreamland.
that's exactly what my
Because
dreams
that's
look like,
Stanley.
if you were ever
Because
wondering.
this hole is just so darn fascinating that I want you to be wide awake for every second of it. You don't want to miss a single moment. So how about if I just pop in from time to time and wake you up to keep you really, truly focused on the hole? From the looks of things, you and I will have many, many years here in this hole, and I'm looking forward to all of them. Stay alert, Stanley.
I need freedom
I'll
from this
be
hole.
back. Toodle-pip.
What have I done? Never is the end, is 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 never is the end, never is the end, never. Okay, where's the
Here we
bucket
are.
room?
Go on, try out some of the
Oh,
new
there it is.
features.
Reassurance bucket. It won't let me leave until I do the button. Bucket.
A common complaint of the Stanley Parable was that it was confusing and paradoxical, that it engendered a chaotic sense of reckless despair in those
Hi,
who played
Tornado.
it. Well, I am happy to say that after much consideration, I've engineered a clever solution to this fundamental problem.
That
of the
sounds
game.
delicious.
It's the Stanley Parable Reassurance Bucket. You see, Stanley, anytime you're holding the bucket, a sense of calm
Wait, where's
and
my bucket?
ease will fill your mind and your heart. It's true. As long as you hold on to the bucket, the
Oh.
many disorienting contradictions of the Stanley Parable will feel perfectly normal and perhaps
Give me my
even
bucket.
comforting.
Give me my
You may
bucket.
even
Give
come
me
to
my
long for the
bucket.
gentle embrace of jarring cognitive dissonance while the bucket is in your arms. And to be honest, it's a much more convenient solution for me than actually redesigning the game to be less uncomfortable. Can you imagine what a pain in the ass
Give me
that
my
would
comfy
be?
bucket.
Yes, the bucket is the perfect solution. Come on, give it a try.
Why is the bucket laughing at
Can
me?
you feel it? The glow of comfort, even in the face of crushing despair, must already be sweeping through your body. And in fact, can I say that I do believe the bucket lends you an air of charisma as well?
Bucket.
I think that just holding
pick it up.
has made you the slightest bit more attractive as a person.
Am I more attractive now?
The benefits of the bucket seem to go on and on, don't they?
No,
All
put it
this
on my
and
head.
more await you in the Stanley Parable
Can I?
too.
Oh. I didn't see that wall. Oh, the door's open. Okay, let's take my, bucket up the staircase. The button that says the name
Does
of the
anyone
player
give
that
out
is playing the
awards
game.
for most enjoyable bucket in a video game? That really should be an award if it isn't already. Okay, I'll be honest, I haven't yet decided on this one. I think that in the new version, the office could
Okay.
use a bit of decoration, like balloons. But I'm undecided on Get Well
Happy
Someday
12th
and
birthday,
Happy
Stepnies.
12th Birthday.
Get well
Which
someday.
would you go with? You know,
Someday.
sometimes when you solicit another person's opinion, it makes you realize that you knew which one you actually
Aw.
really wanted all along. Happy 12th birthday, step-niece it is. Or actually, maybe I should have gone with... No, I've made my decision.
that
We're
all the
moving
time.
on.
Woohoo! 3 streak! Thank you for streaking, Tornado. The baby is all grown up. Doesn't look like it. I hope your Chinese is super tasty. I had very stinky soup. Welcome in, Elfin! Welcome in, welcome in! Thank you for the raid! I am Stanley. Welcome in, we are playing Stanley Parable, and I just got a bucket to keep me comfortable, I think. I hope you had an amazing, wonderful stream. Oh, the staircase. That's where I need to go. I didn't find all 6 collectibles. That's okay. I didn't look. Yes, up the staircase. No, there was no jump circle. The jump circle was an absolute lie. Hi, Cookie Dough. Welcome in. Happy Friday / Saturday, depending what time zone you're in. And hi, Soap. Hello, hello. Ooh, that's me again. New mug. Oh, I can't hit it off. That sucks. Right. The sign says no screenshots, so make sure your button is hovered over the print screen button.
So, Stanley, what do you think? Do you like all of the new features? Yes, I know it's not
I have
exactly
found the
clear
bucket of
yet how
reassurance.
exactly these features
Have
will
you
come
played Stanley
together as
Parable
one
before then?
single
It's my first
coherent
time.
video game, but I can feel it in my soul. It's going to work. There's definitely a good game in there somewhere. Say, let's do an experiment. I'll arrange these new features together, and we'll see whether or not it coheres into a meaningful gameplay experience. Okay.
Can
Are
we
you
sit
ready?
down? We sit
Here
on our
it
bucket?
is. I give you the Stanley
Stanley
Parable
Parable
2.
2.
I mean, there's potential here, right? It's sort of...
Thanks for the
Okay,
follow,
never mind.
Lixian.
Hold on. Let me do a different
Yeah.
arrangement.
What were you playing?
Okay, yes. This is much
streamed my
better. I
mouse?
feel good about this. Here we go.
Thanks for following,
Version
Elfie.
2.
Version 2. Ooh. Not the fake achievement
Who
thing.
am I kidding, Stanley? This isn't a coherent video game at all. It's a lot of gags. And I do very much enjoy creating gags, but they don't add up to anything. I wanted more than anything to create a sequel.
Well, at least
that
I have
would
my
capture
bucket to
all
feel
the
reassured.
magic of the first game. I wanted fans to love it. No matter how good these gags are, they won't stand on their own. They would need the structure and the gameplay of the original.
Yes, I do
Wait.
think that.
Maybe that's it. I can take the original Stanley Parable and simply, well, insert a few of my new features into
Make it
Please
ultra
see it.
deluxe, you could say?
With respect, with care for the vision and integrity of the original game.
Uh-huh.
Would it possibly work? I suppose it could, but it would need a really
Stanley.
big, tremendous title screen. A title screen that says with bold and uncompromising conviction, "This is the Stanley Parable 2."
So, are we gonna be like
Let me see
sewing
if
up
I
or
can
something?
whip
Why do we have a
something
bucket?
All
Are we
right,
painting
perfect.
something? Mopping
Go
something?
ahead. Take a look.
Never is the end, is never is the end, is never is the end, never is the... Did I finish the game? Honestly, I don't think I could ever tell when this game... Wait, Stanley Parable 2. I don't think I finished the game. Yeah, emotional support bucket. Stanley Parable 2 should have 10 studios working on it with unskippable intros for each when you boot up the game. How about it attacks your computer in a good way and every time you boot up your computer? That might be truly evil. Never is the end, is never is the end, is never is the end. The balloons!
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
The bucket!
Stanley picked up the bucket.
I didn't photocopy my ass again. Whoop. There you go. I should have picked the other balloons or the other balloons, because I prefer have a nice day someday. Okay. Okay.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to
Clutch
his
the
chest
bucket!
and entered the door on his left.
Right, left. Let's do it. Let's follow the instructions.
Still no one was here. Stanley needed
Now
the
I have
bucket's
my
warmth
bucket.
and comfort now more than ever. Perhaps his boss's office was where he'd find
And now I have my
answers.
bucket. I feel like...
Oh, Stanley, can you feel it? The broom closet. It wants the bucket. You can feel that, can't you? The
Yeah.
aura of jealousy.
take my
it's
bucket.
as clear as day. This broom closet believes it deserves the bucket. I can really feel it.
Oh,
now.
really?
It's a bucket. It belongs in a broom closet. That's what the broom closet is trying to say here. It's supposed to go with the other cleaning supplies.
No!
Good for you, Stanley. Don't give in. Don't hand over the bucket. I know how hard it must be, given the pressure that the
That's
broom
my
closet is
bucket. I
putting on your
earned it.
shoulders right now, but you have to be strong. This is your bucket. This is your companion and lifelong friend.
Yeah.
You can't hand it over. Oh, no. Coming to a staircase,
I'm not going
Stanley and the
downstairs
bucket
again.
walked upstairs to the boss's office.
I haven't been in here before. Oh.
You found one of them. One of the miniature Stanley figurines. Remember, no
I wasn't thinking this
reward
would be
for
everywhere
collecting all
else.
of these, only the intrinsic pleasure
That's
of a
fun.
job well done. You can't buy that sort of happiness, Stanley. God knows I've tried.
Yes,
So,
do go west,
I
go
implore
west.
you to savor each and every moment.
One must
you
rest
come
and
across
hydrate
one of these
and
beautiful
nap after
figurines.
stream. Thank you for the raid. I got the feeling money's for stealing, but not yours, of course. So that's a lovely pass. Extreme bathrooms. Imagine if this floor was on ground level and you're sitting on here doing your business and people just walk right past. That's a very poorly placed window. Ooh. I can't get in the elevator room this time. Maybe it's because I have my bucket. We're over the weight limit.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Crushed by the weight of this
Yeah,
revelation,
true. That's exactly
Stanley
what
may
you
have
do.
broken down into an emotional dumpster fire, if not for the soothing presence of the bucket.
Not for the soothing
Even
presence of
now,
my
in
bucket.
its darkest of hours, did the bucket's warmth and guiding light pierce the dark clouds of confusion and chaos. It would, but Stanley guessed the correct code by sheer luck.
I did
Was
it.
it that the bucket
I remembered
knew
it.
all along? Was the bucket guiding him?
I remembered it.
Yes, this is certainly the most logical explanation.
It's the power of the bucket, truly.
Another miniature Stanley figurine. This, you know, there really must be a snappier name for these things. What about mini stands? Stanley
Ooh.
figs. What about Stanlerines? Yes,
prefer mini
I think
stands.
I like that. Another Stanlerine
He looks kind of
under your
stressed.
belt.
Right. Everything is fine because we have the bucket. We're gonna go to mind control this time because we have the bucket. Nothing can go wrong.
The elevator raced downward, plummeting towards an unknown fate. It would be all Stanley could do to keep himself together, if not for the bucket. Soothing him, comforting him, reassuring that in this darkest moment of uncertainty, he would be all right.
Yes.
The bucket is here for you, Stanley. Everything will be fine.
Exactly. The bucket is here for us. Everything will be amazing.
Stanley and the bucket walked straight ahead through the large door that read, Mind Control Facility.
We don't need to escape. We love instructions. We have our bucket. Nothing badly can go wrong.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley and the bucket both... But just as Stanley was about to proceed further into the mind control facility, he tripped and fell over the railing and into the dark void below. Thankfully, he fell directly onto the bucket, which safely
Thank you,
cushioned his
metal
fall.
bucket.
Now, what to do next? Stanley wondered. Stanley and the bucket could find no way out of this enormous pit, and so eventually they decided that the best thing to do would be to simply get comfortable down here.
Oh,
So they set up a little couch and relaxed. It really wasn't so bad down here.
Yeah.
A bit cold, perhaps. After some time had gone
yeah.
by, they installed a few shelves as well, and a sort of kitchenette that was useful for when the bucket was craving paninis.
and I'm always craving paninis. I
But
lied.
it wasn't until the rugs and the standing lamps came in that it really started to feel like a home.
Ooh.
In fact, after some time, Stanley realized
So where are we ordering
that it
these,
had been
Amazon?
ages since he had even thought
Man,
of the
Amazon
mind
delivers
control
everywhere now,
facility
huh?
at all. He'd never gotten to fully explore what was up there, never been able
Who
to unearth
cares?
the many mysteries of the mind control facility.
Who cares?
This lack of closure began to eat at him. Soon he was dwelling on his regrets, and the state of their home slowly decayed as Stanley became withdrawn and neglected the cleaning. It unsettled the bucket deeply. Stanley wasn't usually like this. The bucket tried to reach out to him again and again, but to no avail. All Stanley could think about, all he could talk about, was going back, doing it over again.
No,
staying
listen
on
to
the
your bucket,
path.
Stanley.
It was a mistake to leave the path. It was a mistake. It was a mistake. I need to do what the narrator says. I
Just
need to see
trust
the
the
true
bucket.
ending. This made no sense at all to the bucket, which was simply trying to live its life down here as comfortably as possible.
Yeah.
But Stanley was unconsolable. This isn't an ending. This is just a hole in the ground. The bucket sighed. True, it wasn't an ending. But it's where we happen to be. And maybe, possibly, if we accept the reality of things, maybe this will become an ending eventually. It's what the bucket was counting on.
Is the
The
bucket
two of
evil?
them waited for a very long time.
I think the bucket might be evil.
All of his co-workers were... Wait, no. This isn't the right office, is it? Is this Stanley's office?
Can't go back. Jesus, and when I moved the screen like that, the plant in the corner of the room, I thought was a person. Oh, meeting today in meeting room.
Stanley lifted the bucket into his arms, and a wave of comfort rushed over him.
Boop. No? Okay. I don't trust this bucket. But I also kind of agree with the bucket. We should have just lived happily down there.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left.
Can't go in any other room. But I'm gonna try. How can we find them? Bottom text. Small floating objects have appeared across the office. We have to synergize our resources to ensure their retrieval. There are many questions. There was no memo for management. Well, okay, what else? How can you tell you spotted one? What makes them float in the air? Who took these pictures? Honestly, who took these pictures? Follow clues provided by employee 416. 416. Thank you, good luck. Wait, what if I put the bucket in here?
Oh, Stanley, can you feel it? The broom closet. It wants the bucket. You can
I can't.
feel that, can't you?
I can't put
the
my bucket
aura
down.
of jealousy. It's as clear as day. This broom closet believes it deserves the bucket. I can really feel it now. It's a bucket. It belongs in a broom closet. That's what the broom closet is trying to say here. It's supposed to go with the other cleaning supplies.
It's supposed to go with the
Good
other
thing,
cleaning
Stanley.
supplies.
Don't give in. Don't hand over the bucket. I know how hard it must be, given the pressure that the broom closet is putting on
Broom
your
closet,
shoulders
you
right
deserve
now,
the
but you
bucket.
have to be strong. This is your bucket. This is your companion and lifelong friend. You can't hand it over. Oh no. We're getting into name-calling now, it seems. Is this how low the broom closet has sunk, that it has to resort to this stream of petty insults simply in order to get you to hand over the bucket?
Okay.
Stanley, I never liked this broom closet for a variety of
I
reasons.
can't give the broom closet the bucket.
Stanley and the bucket walked upstairs to the boss's office.
Nah, I thought I'd check. The bucket is ours? The bucket is ours.
Stepping into his manager's office,
Wait, I forgot
Stanley
his
was
code.
once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Crushed by the weight of this revelation, Stanley may have broken down, but Stanley guessed the correct code by sheer luck. Was it that the bucket knew all along? Was the bucket guiding him? Yes, this is certainly the most logical explanation.
Okay. Stanley hears voices. Stanley hears many voices. Stanley actually hears too many voices. It's actually concerning how many voices Stanley hears.
Stanley and the bucket walked straight ahead through the large door that read, Mind Control Facility.
Should we escape?
Although this passageway had the word escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley and the bucket would both meet a violent death.
I feel like it might be the same, but this time with a bucket. My bucket would never
The
die,
door
right?
behind them was not shut. Stanley and the bucket still had every opportunity to turn around and get back on track. At this point, Stanley and the bucket were knowingly walking forward into a very painful death for each of them.
Yeah, okay. I think that's just gonna be back to that. All the budget went to voicing all the lines again, but this time accounting for the bucket. It did indeed. It's a very important. That's the whole ultra deluxe part. The deluxe is the bucket.
But of course, Stanley and the bucket thought better of
We
it
did,
and
yeah.
realized they simply had too much to live for.
Too much to live for.
The lights rose on an enormous room
Oh.
packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley and the bucket both wondered to themselves.
Oh.
The monitors jumped to life, and Stanley nearly dropped the bucket in shock.
No, never.
Everyone in the office was being videotaped,
We
monitored
would
like
never
guinea
drop the
pigs.
bucket.
The bucket had never seen anything like this, and it very nearly burst into tears as Stanley cradled it gently, reassuring it that everything would
Everything
be
will
fine.
be fine, buckets. Everything will be fine. Boop.
Was the bucket under the mind control facility's influence as well? Had the bucket been told to do things it didn't wish to do? What kinds of things
Oh my God,
does
are
a
we gonna
bucket
save
want
the
to
bucket?
do or not want to do in the first place? These questions raced furiously in Stanley's feeble mind.
Uh-huh. Oh, that's it. The bucket was a
No!
mastermind?
He screamed into the bucket.
The
He
real
couldn't
mind
accept it.
controller?
His own life in someone else's control?
The
Never!
bucket might
He
be
squeezed the bucket tighter.
the
His one
boss?
friend in the entire world. At this point, he could trust no one except for the bucket.
Oh.
But here was the proof. The heart of the operation.
Okay.
Controls labeled with emotions. Happy.
So
or
last
sad,
time
or
I said
content.
yes.
Walking, eating, working, all of it monitored and commanded
But I
from
have the
this
bucket
very
this time.
place. And
No,
as the
he would
cold
never.
reality of his
Are you
past began
are you
to
a
sink
fan
in,
of the bucket?
Stanley decided that this
Is the bucket your
machinery
savior?
would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he and the bucket would dismantle the controls for good. Two best friends, Stanley and the bucket, up against the world.
Okay.
They high-fived in a really cool way, and the bucket made a sassy comment about taking down the system.
Yeah, let's take down the system, bucket. We did on last time, so that's still off. Down with the system!
Stanley and the bucket waited in blackness. Was it over?
Was it over? Am I free?
Yes, they had done it.
Oh my God.
Stanley and the bucket had defeated their greatest and darkest enemy, freed
Greatest and
themselves from the
darkest enemy.
tyrannical grip of the evil mind control machine. Freedom was now mere moments away.
Me and my bucket.
Excitedly, the two of them began to discuss the kind of life they wanted to live.
What kind of life should we have, Bucket?
Door. The Bucket wanted to learn to roller skate. Stanley wanted to sneeze in every country on Earth.
Oh, me
Both
too,
of them
Stanley.
wanted to begin watching a movie, any movie, but then stop it halfway through and begin watching it in reverse from the end.
Oh, yeah.
True, it was a simple life they envisioned, but it was one they'd lived together, with one another to
Is
lean
that the
on,
outside
to
world?
trust, to
How about my
support,
hot
and help.
wife?
What? Wait. What was happening?
But the
Why had the
exit.
door stopped?
No.
Was Stanley and the Bucket not about to be freed?
Freedom.
An unbearable silence filled the room, lingering in uncertainty, until finally the truth hit Stanley square in the face.
No.
This building did not want the Bucket to leave. Even the facility itself
Do I have to
recognized the
abandon the
incredible
bucket?
calming presence of the Bucket.
Because I
Needed
will.
the soothing warmth of the Bucket, or go to any lengths not to part with the Bucket. No, no, no. Stanley can't leave this place. Not while he has such a precious Bucket in his arms. Not while this building has anything to say about it. Stanley realized he would never again leave this very room. But at least he has the Bucket. To be trapped eternally in darkness isn't really so bad.
Okay, I have
Stanley
an
thought to
idea.
himself. As long as I have my Bucket with me, right? I'll be okay, won't I? Stanley gulped. Very soon now, he was about to find out.
Never is the end, is never is the end, is never is the... Right, I have an idea. What if I don't take the bucket? Oh, okay.
When Stanley came to a set of two open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Okay, I'm gonna go do that ending again, but now I won't have a bucket. Now I won't be constrained by the bucket. Freedom. Just a completionist instinct? Why is it written in blood? Why wouldn't they just tell us something will happen? This investigation, this room, they feel pointless, to be honest. Saw one in cargo room. Oh, weird spinning figures. Can we sell them? Obviously. Do we need contracts for them? No. Why did they look like 427? Why are they floating? Okay, so that means there's one in the cargo room. Employee 421 building a bridge. There will be a reward for finding them all. Oh, this is cool. It says all the ones that I've gotten. A large room, lots of boxes. Stairs, something to do with stairs. Some are both red and blue. I'm not sure about the fourth one. Large room, lots of boxes. 5 there be, just take it from me. Gotta collect them all. The box room would be going the other way, I believe.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Yeah!
Okay, I'm going back to the name of these little Stanley figurines.
I knew it.
And now I'm torn between Stanlerines and Figlies. What do you think,
Figley
Stanley?
sounds like a fruit I
What
wouldn't want to
name
eat.
better encapsulates the intrinsic sense of happiness that you get from seeing a small number in the corner of your screen go up by 1? Let me
San
sit on
Luis
it.
sound
I'm
perfect.
sure it will come to me.
You would buy 50? Okay. I'll contact the creators of this game and see if they'll let me make 50.
The moment he entered his manager's
2845.
office,
I'm remembering.
Stanley froze
I don't need a
in his
bucket.
tracks. Not a living soul anywhere. Stanley was in such a
Who needs a
rush to get
bucket?
through the story as quickly as possible, he didn't even have a single minute to just let the narrator talk. That kind of anxiety isn't healthy.
Hey.
So he relaxed for a few moments with some calming New Age music.
Look, narrator, I'm just trying to get to freedom. The sweet, sweet blue skies.
Feeling soothed and rejuvenated, Stanley calmly walked forward into the opened passageway.
On your schedule only, I see. Oh, I just got very turned around. Oop. Here's funny, it's so cold out still. My hand that's on the mouse is kind of warm, but my other hand on the keyboard is so cold. So cold. And I don't know why.
Stanley walked
Does mice
straight
keep
ahead
you
through
warm?
the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Yeah, mind control facility. Can I jump down into the abyss without my bucket? No, the bucket
The
powered me
lights
to do
rose
that.
on an
Okay.
enormous room packed with television screens.
You know what would
What
help? A
horrible
nice warm
secret did
bucket.
this
You are
place
so
hold?
right.
Stanley
If I had a
thought to
nice
himself.
warm bucket
That
on
he
my
had
lap
the
right now,
strength
I am
to find out.
confident I would be extremely cozy. Yeah, the mouse hand is clearly working a hell of a lot harder. What are you
Now
doing,
the monitors
WASD
jumped to
hand?
life, their true nature revealed. Each
Ow, it
bore
kinda
the
hurts to
number
shake.
of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals
Wish I could
reduced
see
to
my
images on a
coworkers.
screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored
Probably the
in this
first time I've
place
seen these
where
go up.
freedom meant nothing.
Freedom! Las Vegas, do 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 do. Didn't know whether I could go all the way back. The answer is no. Boop.
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true.
It couldn't
Had
be
Stanley
true.
really been under someone's control all this
Does that mean
time?
employee
Was this the
601
only
was
reason
fired
he was
too?
happy with his boring job?
We haven't
That his
fired too many people.
emotions
There's
had
only
been
2 fired.
manipulated to accept it blindly?
Wait, yeah, just only 2 have been fired.
No. He refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control?
Yes.
Never. It was unthinkable. Wasn't it?
Unthinkable.
Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world?
Okay,
But here was the proof. The
now
heart
we're
of the
abandoning our
operation.
bucket.
Controls labeled with emotions, happy or sad or content, walking, eating,
Bucket,
working,
I'll get
all of
out.
it monitored and commanded
And
from this
I'll
very
contact the
place.
government
And as the cold reality
I'll come
of his
back for your
past
bucket.
began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery
I'll come back for your bucket, I promise. It's dark without my bucket.
and a rising chill of uncertainty. Was it over?
Oh man, I wish I was one of those employees.
Yes. He had won. He had defeated the machine, unshackled himself from someone else's command. Freedom was mere moments away.
It's too dark, I can't see where I
And yet,
moved. It's scared.
Even as the immense door slowly opened, Stanley reflected on
There we
how
go.
many puzzles still lay unsolved.
How many puzzles still
Where
lay?
had his co-workers gone?
Where had his co-workers
How had
gone?
he been freed from the machine's grasp?
Because I pressed the
What
off
other
button.
mysteries did this strange building hold?
What other mysteries
But
did this
as
strange
sunlight
building hold?
streamed into the chamber, he realized none of this mattered to him.
None of
For
it!
it was not knowledge or even power that he had been seeking, but happiness. Perhaps
Happiness!
his goal had not been to understand, but to let go. No longer would anyone tell him where to go,
Yeah.
what to do,
Yeah!
or how to feel.
Yeah!
Whatever life he lives, it will be his. And that was all he needed to know. It was perhaps the only thing worth knowing. Stanley stepped through the open door.
You don't control me, narrator.
Stanley felt the
damn.
cool breeze upon his skin,
Oh, I can't
the
control this.
feeling of liberation,
Oh no!
the immense possibility of the new path before him. This was exactly the way, right now, that things were meant to happen. And Stanley was happy.
So he flashbanged me. Cool. You little shit. I was gonna be like humph and go back, but I think I stood too close when it was open. Wait, what was the achievement I just got? Huh. Wait, I want to check. Game overview. Wait, I got the achievement called Beat the Game. I beat the game! Doesn't feel like I beat the game. My bucket is gone. Which phone is ringing?
Good morning. Thank you for contacting the Future Happiness Foundation. We are confirming your shipment of 1,327 cardboard boxes to your place of work. Can you verify that this is correct?
Yes. Sumimasen?
Understood. Your order will be canceled immediately.
No!
Thank you again for contacting the Future Happiness Foundation.
No cardboard boxes for me. Why did I beat the game? It didn't deserve a beating. Yes, it did. Wait, where's the narrator?
Stanley simply couldn't handle the pressure. What if he had to make a decision? What if a crucial outcome fell under his responsibility? He had never been trained for that.
Okay.
No.
We've done this, I think.
This couldn't go anywhere except badly. The thing to do now, Stanley thought to himself, is to wait. Nothing will hurt me. Nothing will break
Nothing
me.
can hurt me. Nothing
In
will
here
break
I can
me.
be happy forever. I will be happy.
Happiness.
Stanley waited. Hours passed, then days. Had years gone by? He no longer had the ability to tell. But the one thing he knew for sure,
As long as we could all
beyond any
take
doubt,
out, I'd
was
be
that
okay.
if he waited long enough, the answers would come. Eventually, someday, they would arrive. Soon,
They
very
are the
soon
bucket
now,
people.
this will end. He will be spoken to. He will be told what to do. Now it's just a little bit closer. Now it's even closer. Here it comes.
Never is the end. Is never is the end. Is never is the...
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it
Oh,
mean?
the bucket is here again.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Hi, Chester. Welcome in.
Stanley went around touching every little thing in the office, but it didn't make a single difference, nor did it advance the story in any way.
Dark mode. Welcome to the whiteboard ending. Welcome to the whiteboard ending. We did it. We got the only important ending. Come here, bucket.
The confusion and the chaos all seemed to melt away as Stanley
Okay, I'm gonna-
clutched the bucket tightly to his chest. This was not the correct way to the meeting room.
Bish
But
bosh.
Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him, telling
I
him
wanna-
that the employee lounge was simply the place to be. And here it was. Had
wanna
the
go to the
bucket turned out
cardboard
to be correct?
box
Was
room?
this better than... No, never mind. The bucket was wrong. Stanley took the door on his left to go back to the meeting room.
So this could be the cardboard box room? But this could also be the cardboard box room.
No,
Said the bucket.
don't go to the meeting room. Go somewhere else. The cargo lift, yes. Go there. Go to the cargo.
Where's
Good.
the...
Said the bucket.
Oh!
Now ride the lift all the way to the top. There's something...
But Stanley feared that any path he walked might
saw the
lead to the
minifigure.
separation of himself and the bucket.
I
His
saw the...
dearest friend.
I saw
So
the
he
figure,
threw
and for
himself
some
to his
reason I
death,
thought I could
that
jump.
they might die in one another's arms.
It's going
How
very well,
deeply it
Jester.
touched
How are
him.
you going for you? I hope your Friday is very
All of his
delightful. Come here,
co-workers'
bucket.
Warmth spread through Stanley's arms. With the bucket, Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, but Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him, telling him that the employee lounge was simply the place to be.
No, it wasn't.
And here it was. Had the bucket turned out to be correct? Was no,
No.
never mind.
The bucket was wrong.
The bucket was wrong. Stanley took the door on his left.
How
to go
dare
back
I
to
insult the
meeting
bucket
room.
like that and assume the bucket could have been wrong?
No,
Said the bucket.
don't go to the meeting room. Go somewhere else. The cargo lift, yes. Go there. Go to the cargo lift.
You're getting close now, Stanley. You've nearly gotten all of the Figler and Marines. Very
Figler
soon,
and
you'll
Marines.
collect
I
the
can't
last
remember what the last one
and
was.
then the first number will equal the second number, and that will be it. We'll be different people by then. Different in the sense that we used to have none of them. And now we have
Can't
them all.
remember.
You can't go back to when you had no Figler and Marines. None of us can.
Oh, that sucks. I'm sorry to hear, Jester. Ooh. I haven't been here before. Bucket, are we good?
Okay, this is day number 295.
Nanda.
Take number... I don't even know. I've lost track. Nothing feels real anymore. The longer I study this bucket,
The bucket.
the less sense anything makes. The sheer euphoria I feel every time I pick it up.
The bucket?
No matter how many times I've done it, it's always the same feeling.
So what kind of drugs are in this bucket?
And the emptiness in my chest when I set it down.
I imagine it's just filled with fizzy colas.
It doesn't make
I don't like
sense.
fizzy colas.
There's no explanation for it. I still haven't figured out why I see the world so differently when this bucket is in my arms. Why everything feels so... What do I do with this
I feel like
treasure?
Bro is getting a little bit too close to this bucket.
I can
Is it just me?
monetize
I
it.
feel a bit uncomfortable.
Yes. It's unthinkable the amounts
I don't
of
wanna know what
money
he's been doing with this
people will
bucket.
pay for even just an hour with the bucket. This
It's just a really cool
is
bucket.
my golden ticket.
How much would
But
you
I
pay
have
to
to be
spend an
careful,
hour with the bucket?
Because as soon as this gets out, there's going to be a target on my back. Even now, I don't know who might be trying to get... What's that?
At least 50
Who's
cents?
there?
Wow.
Camporata.
Yamplata. I don't like it. I don't.
Boom boom bakuda!
James, hello. Good morning. Thank you for the 32 months. I didn't even know that number existed. Wow. How are you doing, James? I don't like my bucket anymore. I think the bucket is a problem. And I think the problem is the bucket itself.
Stanley had never seen the office this brightly lit. Was it
No.
a sign of something? He hoped it was. He hoped very much that it was.
What did the bucket do? Well, we're getting really addicted to the bucket in not a very good way. In a concerning way, actually. And I don't think it's healthy. You know when you're so addicted to something that you become a freak? That's what's happening with the bucket. Addicted, you say? No.
Stanley picked up the bucket and smiled. He'd never be alone again, not truly alone. Not with the
Which
bucket
window?
alone.
I can fall out of the window. This window? Hey! Hey! Have we put our hands inside the bucket? You don't want to. It's moist in there. Hey! Hey! In the first room. Oh, in this one? In here? Do I have to climb? Oh. How long have I been able to crouch? Oh! Moist is good? Don't say that with that face. Sayonara!
Yes.
Oh.
Whispered the bucket into Stanley's ear.
It wasn't very far.
We've done it. We've escaped from that dull office and that
I can't see a
pesky
thing.
narrator. At last, out here in the white void, we are alone. Now, and for the first time, I can reveal to you my true self. The bucket began to tell Stanley of its life and its history.
It's a very
of the
small
countless
square down
wars
here.
it witnessed, desecrating the land and lives of untold numbers of innocent humans, and the bucket's own complicity therein, of sadness and regret, and the many years it spent dwelling on the actions it might have taken to curb the madness and the decay, if only it had been stronger, of hope and redemption, and its crusade to uplift the stock of life for the common man, to manifest justice where none existed, and the bittersweet reality of time, to see one's dreams and wishes met halfway, meted out in parcels like charity, and abandoned as soon as the warm glow of inspiration begins to dim.
It's too
The
bright here.
opportunities
It
to
hurts
do
my
so
eyeballs.
Much more. There was so much it could have done, perhaps, the bucket wondered to itself.
I'm in
Perhaps
pain.
if it had seen its own darkness with a clearer perception. This was way too much for Stanley.
What are you talking about?
He screamed.
You're a bucket?
To this, the bucket furrowed
Oh, are
its
we
brow.
fighting with the bucket?
No, said the bucket. Not since the evil wizard Gambhorata first ensnared me in his machinations as payback for the
Gambhorata!
sacred amulet I stole from his treasured vaults. I was young back then and could not conceive the ramifications of...
No!
I tried to
Stanley
gasp, but
screamed
instead I
even louder
yawned.
this time.
This is stupid! You are a bucket!
Yeah, you're a bucket!
This is so stupid! Why are we even doing this?
Yeah!
As Stanley screamed and screamed and screamed, the bucket revealed its true form, transforming into a mighty beast of untold power, its fangs glistening like...
Is the bucket killing me? Am I killing the bucket?
My God, Stanley, you did it. You saved us from the bucket. Thank God you already had all 12 emblems of sages and knew the incantations to summon their true power. Otherwise, we would
Where
have
did the
easily
blood
been
come from?
overwhelmed by the bucket's power. I'm speechless. You've demonstrated such bravery here today. Come, let's restart the game, and we'll agree to never again go trifling with this bucket, nor the dark magic cast away inside of it.
Panda, don't look! Don't look! You'd like to say you did not know the bucket was actually evil? I wonder if any of us knew the bucket was actually evil. That's bucked up. That's truly bucked up.
The good old bucket. Just Stanley and the bucket. Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left.
Trying to think. Well, I haven't done. You'll never recover emotionally? Don't worry, the bucket is still alive. What you just saw was a lie. Oh, you know what I want to do? I want to go to the meeting room and see where the last figure was. Somewhere both red and blue. I don't know where that is. This game is buckets of fun. Beware the false prophet. Possible clue. Dun dun, cheeky cheeky dun dun, cheeky cheeky dun dun. Bam bam, bam bam, bam bam, bam bam, cheeky cheeky. Produce one plank to allow use of access past the fence. We need more planks. We need more planks! Okay, right, well, I think I might give up on finding all the figures. Is this some kind of game? I feel like we did loads of endings. And according to my achievements, I got the main one. Red and blue? Oh. 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 Thanks for the follow, Cookino. Do you know where red and blue is? Because that would be cool as shit. Maybe I've already gone the wrong way. The round room. There are 2 doors. Ooh. I'm trying to remember how I got there. I'm trying to...
Coming
it wasn't
to a staircase,
the car park. The
Stanley
car
and the
park
bucket
was
walked
pretty
upstairs to the
self-explanatory.
boss's office.
To be fair, this room is both red and blue. If you look at them together like this. The catwalk on the right door? Okay, I need a desk then. How does one end one's life? Have I gone into the broom closet with the
Stepping
buckets?
into his
Yes, I
manager's
have.
office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Crushed by... But Stanley guessed the correct code by sheer luck.
Oh. Hadoi. I'm dumb. Okay,
All
so I
of his
go right.
co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley
I
decided
bring
to
the
go to
bucket.
the meeting room. Where are we going today? The bucket asked. Stanley just smiled. Anywhere they went together would be perfectly... Stanley clutched the
Right,
bucket
this is
tightly to
right.
his
Make an
chest.
R
This
with your
was
hand.
not the correct way to the meeting room. But Stanley had
the
felt the bucket
catwalk.
calling to him, telling him
Do you mean
that the employee
in-
lounge was simply the place to be. And here it was. Had the bucket turned out to be
In-
correct? Well, no, never mind. The bucket was wrong.
This room.
Stanley took the door on his left to go back to the
Down
meeting
that
room.
lift, maybe? Because I already got the one from across there. But I can't remember what was on the end of that. Across here? Warehouse, okay.
No,
said the bucket.
don't go to the meeting room. Go somewhere else.
I got the one that was over
cargo
there.
lift, Yes, good.
But
said the
ooh,
bucket.
I was so close to
Now
the edge.
ride the lift all the way to the top. There's something up there I need you to do.
Stanley did not question why or how this bucket was
Onto
speaking
that?
to him.
Can I do that?
It should have alarmed him, of course, because buckets can't talk. But Stanley chose not to think about this obvious fact. He was firmly
yes!
convinced that the bucket had spoken to him, and he unthinkingly did whatever the bucket asked.
Danger everywhere. To B3?
No, stop. Look there on the wall. You see, there's a sign right there. It says, no buckets past this point.
Shit!
Stanley, how could you think it was okay to bring the bucket here? Unless, what if the problem is that you actually don't know what is a bucket and what isn't
See
a
ya,
bucket?
Cookino!
I suppose that would explain a lot about your behavior up to this point. Which, if that's true, well, my goodness, I think we have to do something about it. This misunderstanding could have...
And now we leave the bucket.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
Sayonara, bucket.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room.
Bleh.
Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Bum, bum, a cheeky, cheeky. I'm so sorry, Panda.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. It was okay. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Okay.
Stanley was so bad at following directions,
Narrator,
it's incredible he wasn't
Be quiet.
5 years
I have a
ago.
task at hand to do.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here.
I'll
I'm
go
not
from the
your
wrong
enemy,
foot if you're
really,
not
I'm
careful.
not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time.
As it should be.
There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. Please.
What? Really?
I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others? Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you?
Yes.
I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to
No, you
show you
don't.
something beautiful. Look, let me prove it. Let me prove that I'm on your side. Give me a chance. And there it is. The last Stiggly Wiggly.
The last
Savor this
Stiggly
moment,
Wiggly.
Stanley. This is a real accomplishment. This is doing something just for the sake of doing it.
Yes!
where so many people expect to be rewarded for the most
Stiggly
trivial
wiggly,
achievements,
stiggly wiggly,
you've
stiggly
insisted
wiggly.
that a job well done is its own reward. I would tell you that I'm proud of you for collecting them all, but
thank
that
you.
would be like a reward, and we can't have that. So, instead I'll just say, it's done. We're all done here, and now we can go to whatever the hell you were doing before you hunted for figurines. Now listen carefully, this is important. Stanley walked through the red door. Aha, perhaps you misunderstood. Stanley walked through the red door.
I can't read.
I still don't think we're communicating properly. Stanley walked... All right, fine, go ahead, Stanley. You want to know so badly what's out there? You want to find out what lies at the end of this road you've chosen? Well, don't let me stop you. You see? There's nothing here. I haven't even finished building this section of the map because you were never supposed to be here in the first place. Broken rooms, exposed developer textures. Is this what you had wanted? Was it worth ruining the entire story I had written out specifically for you?
Yes.
Do you not think I put a lot of time into that? Because
No.
I did. And in the end, it was all for nothing. Because this is what you wanted to see. Help me here, Stanley. Help elucidate these strange and unknowable desires of yours. What would have made this game better? What did you want to see? Vehicles? Skill trees? Work with me. You've given me absolutely nothing so far. Tell you what. Let me take a stab in the dark at a new design, and you can give me some feedback. There we go. A third option. This already feels leaps ahead of where we were before. Okay, I'm going to stop you there.
Please rate your
Now,
experience.
Tell me about your experience with this new version. Would you say that the game benefited from allowing you more choices? Feel free to be honest. I'm looking for some real critical feedback here. A 1? I mean, I can understand if you had reservations, you saw ways the game could be improved to more fully express itself mechanically and artistically, but a 1?
A 1?
That's not even helpful. What am I supposed to do with that? But I guess it isn't my place to judge. Here, based on the data from your previous playthrough, I've compiled a new version. And to be perfectly candid, I think I've knocked
Honestly,
it out
I
of
can
the
only
park
handle
with
2
this one.
choices.
Let's take a look.
The Stanley Parable Worldwide Leaderboard. In total. Wait, what's 2 seconds? Where am I? Oh no. It hasn't been 7 hours. It's been 3 hours. Stupid game. Stupid game thinks it's better than me. Well, how'd you like that game? You were pretty good. I'll give you that. No, the ending. Wait, what? Wait, but I already got the ending achievement, or is there another one? I enjoyed that a lot, though. That was a lot of fun. I liked that. I am so glad I played this. I would like to see more of the different endings, if there are more different endings. I feel like this is one of those games where there are a lot of different endings. What do you mean we almost got the baby thing? That asks more questions. That asks a lot of questions, actually. Why does Stanley have a baby? Does Stanley become the baby? Is the boss the baby? Is this the Boss Baby movie? I feel pretty satisfied with what I did. The baby is the door? Alright, well, I can go kick the door. Yeah, I feel really satisfied with that. I might load it up again to do some more different endings, have a look. Cause that was good. But I would like to know what the achievement. So there's an achievement if you don't play the game for 10 years? What if I'm dead by then? Well, I'll leave the achievement for my family when I've reached the afterlife.